Welcome, everyone. Welcome to session 14 of Rise of the Runelords, a Pathfinder First Edition actual play with some really cool dudes. All of them functioning human beings. I'm looking at you, Cord. I'm looking at you. Oh!
Ooh, what are you drinking there?
I'm drinking coffee. All right, I function. People ask me all the time. They're like, "How do you run 9 games a week? How are you in like 12 a week?" And I'm like, "Coffee and Red Bull."
Decaf?
Absolutely not. That is like extra strength super coffee from they give it's the same stuff they give to astronauts. All right.
It's coffee with Red Bull.
Yeah, it's coffee with Red Bull. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Look at this. We're doing a sub train. We're getting a hype train going right now for those whole two viewers that we have that are both players in the game. It's fantastic.
I subbed last week. Work. Sorry.
But welcome everyone, and I'm gonna shut up now, and we are gonna start playing some Pathfinder after our wonderful players introduce themselves. And oh man, that cliffhanger last week. Ooh, I went back and I watched the end, and I love Jester. You were like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
No.
It was really good. But please, Lights. We'll go Lights, Cord, Finance, and Jester, and then we will get started with session 14.
I'm Lights. Fantastic. I play Osmerding, everyone's favorite green-haired, top-skinned gnome, thief, rogue / sorcerer.
Upskinned?
Top.
Oh.
It's a British
thing.
I don't know.
Taupe. Top.
I don't think that's a word.
Toupee?
Made that up.
He has a toupee for skin.
Toupee skinned.
No.
That's a weird image in my mind. Toupee skin. I might make a monster. But anyway, the toupee golem. There it is. It steals hair.
Anyway.
This is already unbearable. All right, Cord, you're up next, dude.
I am Cord the Destroyer, Cord in this stream here. If this is the year 2023, 2024, 2025, go ahead and find me on Twitch, where I am streaming all kinds of content.
Nice.
Right. There we go.
I'm gonna help you get it set up. It's gonna happen. You absolutely got it. Yes.
I am playing a tiefling, and I throw shit. That's like I'm gonna actually fling like real shit at one point too.
Well stated.
Next. Who we got next?
Next. Well
Me.
stated.
Take the shit, put it in a bag, light it on fire, throw it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Finance Potato, also known as Bear, the totally innocent cleric with murderous intent.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And I am Jasper. I am playing Sumi, the Earth Panther, the Earth Puma, and her half-elf companion Weave.
Wow, that is brilliant
That is
and
so
accurate.
true.
And of course, I am the Game Master Darewolf, and we're all feeling a little slap happy tonight. So we're going to see how this session goes, and I'm very excited. When we last left off, our intrepid adventurers, you had arrived in the grand city of monuments known as Magnamar, a huge, sprawling metropolis filled with all manner of creature, shops, vices, and virtues. It is a clusterfuck of just sights and sounds. Weave herself was almost, I would say, taken aback from just the sheer magnitude of the concrete jungle that you found yourself in, or the cobbled stone jungle that you found yourself
The
in.
magnitude of Magnamar.
That is,
Ooh.
there it is. All right, +1 to your next attack, Cord. That is fantastic. Yes,
Like I need it.
like you need it. Oh!
Nat
We
one
are
incoming.
this. You feel a little sassy tonight, Kordsky. I like it.
If I don't roll in that one,
I like
we'll
it.
see.
Well, we're going to see what happens. But with that being said, you had all arrived at the Foxglove Estate, which was a small kind of condo or townhouse style building. There was these if you'd ever seen the row houses like on the east coast of America, places like New Jersey, etc., you'd see these kind of just rows and rows of these homes all built next to each other. But they don't have HOAs, so I digress. But with that being said, the door opened, and standing inside of a small little entryway with a table in the middle, kind of like a little coffee or sitting area, was none other than Alderin Foxglove and his wife, Aisha. Alderin, a big, wide smile on his face. He looked at you all and said, "My friends, well, I wasn't expecting you in the city. What a wonderful surprise. I see Bear, and I see... Oh, I see... Well, it's so nice to see you. Where is the good Red? Where is... Well, not Red. I meant to say, yes, Red. Where is Red?"
How do you know my name?
Yeah, did he ever meet Bear? I don't think he met Bear.
Oh, well, you need no introduction, dear Bear. I've heard so much about you from Sandpoint and all of your endeavors and your happenings and your comings and goings. Of course, I've been rather busy here in the city, finalizing some of the contracts for my redoing of my estate, but do please come inside and have you met my lovely wife, Aisha? She waves. "Hello there, it's nice to meet you. Shall I put on the kettle there, darling?" And he says, "Oh, yes, please. Would you all like some tea? I'd love to give you... We also have some crumpets that we can hand to you as well."
Aren't you dead? Both of you?
Dead? That seems absolutely silly. I'm not dead. I'm right here. What would cause you to say such a thing, Osmerding?
No.
I sense motive them, by the way.
Okay.
We.
Flattery
You.
doesn't work on me.
I'm pointing at Foxglove. You killed her when she was attacking you, and then I killed you at your house.
Aisha looks to Alderin. Alderin looks to Aisha. And the both of them begin to giggle and laugh as though you've told the most hilarious joke. "I told you, Aisha, I told you that this young man here had the most delightful imagination. You are full of jokes, are you not, Osmerding? Absolutely full of jokes. Do please come in. Do please come in." He's going to step to the side, and he says, "Darling, would you go to the kitchen and put on the kettle for us, please?" She goes, "Of course, I would love to, my dear." And she steps into the room off to the right there, disappearing behind the door, and he moves over to the table edge, just welcoming and beckoning everyone inside of his townhouse.
Do I pick up anything on sense motive, or do I think he's...
So, great question. You're not getting anything weird other than that weird uncomfortable feeling that you're picking up on. It seems he seems himself. Maybe a little
I don't know
rigid,
what he
but
seems.
The man seems himself. He seems excited to see you, intrigued, a little surprised that you've arrived, but yeah, he's here. He's just welcoming you inside.
I'm gonna cast
I'll walk inside.
detect magic and leave it up as long as I can.
Beautiful.
Doctor, don't go in just yet.
I walk in already. Is this place nice?
Oh, it's lovely. It is posh. Absolutely posh. Absolutely delightfully posh. I don't believe that we've been introduced. What was your name, sir?
They call me the doctor.
So, Dr.
Yeah.
Durden, you recognize this man, and you also had an interaction with him where he set up a contract for you to provide him with a certain antifungal thing, and he never paid you.
Yeah.
So there's your
That's
small little
where I was
hint.
going. I was going with next, and I say they call me the doctor. You don't remember me?
Oh, well, I think I'd be hard-pressed to forget a face like that. Have we met before?
Of course. Yeah. You owe me money.
Oh, well, if I owe you money, then I'll be sure to pay you post-haste. How much do we owe you?
It's two G's. Grant.
2,000 gold.
Yeah.
Well, how delightful. You know what? Let me travel up to my office. I will open up the safe and I'll bring down the money for you post-haste. If you all just want to wait in here for a moment, my lovely wife should be back with a bit of tea and some crumpets here for you momentarily.
Leaning down behind Oz, Foxglove would never pay that much money.
Yeah, he doesn't
Aren't
have
they
any
He's not
money.
without looking incredibly nervous.
He
Yeah,
goes
I
say we
inside,
close the doors
upstairs.
and I fill the entire building with plants that murder them.
Let's wait till he pays me the money. You guys can all have like 100 gold. How about that?
200.
Wait.
I need everyone to make perception checks, please.
I start counting on my fingers.
Oof. Oh,
Can
yeah.
Can Joffrey assist me?
Absolutely.
I don't know how that works yet.
Hey, Osmerding.
And just +2.
Up on the upper story, there are windows right here,
Perception.
and right here.
Damn.
About
All right,
30
that's
seconds
without
after
anything.
they both disappear, those two windows open simultaneously.
Great.
Jump in, jump in.
And as you scream jump in, both Aisha and Aldrin come leaping out the windows with long swords drawn. And as they land on the ground, they transform into these hideous, faceless creatures. They land and they make attack rolls as they do so. And my friends, everyone needs to roll initiative.
No. I
I'm
knew
getting-
We all rolled a
them.
28. Everyone other than Bear saw this, so they wouldn't
Yep.
get surprise rounds against us.
Everyone but Bear got to see it, but they are jumping down. They are making their attack rolls here, and yeah, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing.
Oh, Bear really leaned into that
That's crazy. We all got a
perception
28.
check.
Yep,
I have
yep.
a really good bonus too, and I rolled really bad.
Yeah, like normal. I usually go last. Somewhere
Hey,
in
you,
the middle.
you go before me.
Go. Yeah.
So much for planting the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna get paid somewhere.
Hey, you can plant out there all you want.
We could all actually go inside, and then we can just close the doors and plant outside.
We could, but what's the fun in that?
Fighting. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I wasn't prepared
So,
for this.
Wolfie, do I get to move in, or should I stay back where I was?
I'm gonna give you. We're just gonna jump right into initiative. So wherever your initiative is, that's where
Okay.
you're gonna be able to go.
All right.
All right. So this first faceless stalker, and you can go ahead and roll knowledge dungeoneering. These are abominations. These are aberrations. Excuse me,
Dungeoneering.
aberrations.
We have to be. We have to,
You have to be
trained in
trained.
Yeah,
These
Engineering
are
knowledge skills.
faceless stalkers, Urgathals.
Who's got
They
dungeoneering?
are shape-changer
Urgathals.
aberrations.
I got an
They
18.
are used as spies and assassins usually by evil cults. And these two appear to have been pretending to be Aisha and Alderin. And
Really?
this one's going to land and attempt an attack roll on Bear. Bear, what is your flat-footed AC?
One lower than I normally see at 21.
Well, that's a possible crit.
Doesn't
oh my
matter.
God,
24?
that's a crit.
All right.
Man, he really doesn't like your characters.
I
He
love-
doesn't. He
In
crits
every
me all
game
the
we-
time.
In every game we play, he goes after those characters. It's because you play frontliners.
All right, so you take 25 points of damage.
Oh.
Weave, what is your flat-footed AC?
Why am I getting attacked?
You're
This one's
outside.
landing
Because you're
right here
outside?
next to you.
Because you're not in the dining room.
Well, that's not it. Whoa.
That's
That
not-
one's
that's
like
not-
that one's fourth in the turn order.
Surprise round.
Oh, you're right.
It's not a
You're
surprise
back
round,
in
I
the
saw it
turn.
coming.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Sumi
Only
is up
person that got
next. You're absolutely right.
Only
You're
person that got
absolutely right.
surprised was Bear.
I can just
Everybody else
taste
knows.
player blood, and I just want to eat it. That's what I'm numb it up. I can taste
Owie.
He's
What is
going to
that?
keep that 28. By
What
the
did
way,
that
I
thing do to
guarantee you.
Bear anyway? Did it like slam him or
it.
it's
It
like
slashed him with a longsword.
Oh, that's right, longsword.
Carrying a longsword. Weird. Oh, it looks like a brain.
Weave is going to restate her plan to everyone. Like, let's all get inside, close the door, and then plant them. And if people are not agreeing with that, they can stay outside. But I'm trying to gauge everyone's reaction based on their face. Like, it's basically Oz is the only one outside. Are you and Bear? Bear's clearly abstinent. He's gonna stay outside and get planted with them. See if I care. Oz, are you going to retreat based on your face here?
We're going to find out here. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Sumi is going to run past both of them, purposefully triggering attacks of opportunity from both of them.
So you get one right here.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess it gets here first and triggers an attack of opportunity.
All right. This one will take its first attack on her. 15 is a miss.
Nope.
The
And the other one
takes attack
triggers
of
as well.
opportunity,
and
27.
runs through. That is a hit.
Okay. She's going to take 6.
And I'm assuming that doesn't go through damage reduction. So 4.
She gets booped. She gets
Okay.
booped.
Sumi runs inside. and that'll be her turn.
Beautiful. Asberding, you're up next.
He's kind of like, I knew it, we killed him, I knew it, and he does his little magic thing, and he shocking grabs this one
Oh my lord.
because that's the one he can do. That's the one he can reach.
Love it.
And here we go. Oh no. I wasn't ready. Oh, I'm checking my buffs. Okay, good. And shocking grabs, touch. 24.
That'll hit.
And was it flat-footed?
14. And it is
Nope.
flat-footed, so the extra 12 as well. That thing is
Alright.
it electrifies itself, and you don't see a skeleton because it's kind of more of like an amorphous blob that's taken
so-
shape, and you just
it's
see
like
the
a
electricity
pickle.
go through it. Yeah.
Like electricity going through a pickle.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
And it
weird.
smells-
It smells horrible.
Oh, and then he
So
5 foot
bad.
steps into the
So
5 foot
bad.
steps into the room.
So bad. All right, this faceless one is going to go for weave. 14 is a miss. We're going to miss on weave. And weave, you're up next.
Are you sure, Bear? This is it. This is your last chance. All right, I'm pulling back into the room, and then I'm gonna
You withdrawing?
cast.
You're not withdrawing.
I'm not withdrawing because I'm casting a spell. Oh, I
Whoa.
guess because it had its turn, it's not actually gonna.
No, it hasn't had its turn.
It just took its
Has it?
turn.
Oh, it
and
just
I believe
turned its
it
turn.
misses because your AC's 18, right?
Yeah.
Both those are misses.
Oh, thank God. Yes. All right, I really didn't want to get hit, and then something stupid happened. I would have delayed if Bear had shown any interest in doing this, but I will not. I cast Thorny Entangle in the garden and weaponize the entire garden against these guys.
Beautiful.
Smart.
They're gonna
Beautiful.
attack us too.
We're gonna close the
Not if we
doors.
close the door that you do not want to go behind.
Well, he hasn't had a chance to yet.
I would have delayed my turn, but Bear said that he wants to just stay out there and fight, so that's his choice.
Eesh.
I'll get the entangle thing up.
I'm going to use Place Magic also to increase that DC to 18.
Nice. All right. And as you do this, you notice that these creatures don't really seem too affected by it, as though they are maybe under the effects of some kind of like maybe freedom of movement or something.
Ooh.
Okay, well, the Entangle won't happen, but
Not
it'll still
sure.
damage them.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's a little weird. But
I'm gonna make attacks on them with the plants. We decided that it was concentration check.
yeah.
No, caster level check.
That's what it'll end up being is concentration.
Concentration. All right. So I'll just roll concentrations. So that's against one, and that's against the other.
Oh, I need to make a reflex save.
30 and 18 both hit.
Oh, Bear.
I don't care if I'm entangled.
Go ahead and roll damage on those.
These guys do. I think it was 2d6. So I'll roll 2d6.
You do have to attack me too.
2d6, 2d6. And here's against Bear.
Oh. 25.
Bear. Does 25 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, another 6.
So how did you guys close the door, by the way?
Ran through.
Isn't it an action to do that?
He hadn't had it
Uh,
yet. He hasn't closed that door yet.
Navsumi.
Hopefully, hopefully,
Who does have thumbs?
hopefully, Dr. Durden will close the door.
So that means you have to make attack rolls against everybody else too, I think.
Except Sumi.
Except Sumi.
And all right, 2 more.
3 more.
Who's that one?
It's not a confirmed crate, whatever it is.
Oh boy.
Who was that one at?
Oz, I guess.
Okay.
And then the other one's against
Yeah, that hits.
also hits.
And,
But they're not confirmed. Ha 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 ha.
All right. So I'm going to cast a
Haven't-
reflex spell. All right, not a reflex spell. That's not what it's called. It's
Immediate
a
action.
immediate action spell called Windy Escape, which means that my body, you see, as I feel the thorns come, or see the thorns coming, I do this real fast and I turn to vapor,
Oh.
and the thorns pass through me.
Okay.
That's
I
killer.
gain DR10 versus magic. against this attack. Now,
Oh,
here's the problem. Are those magical?
they are not. They're just actual thorns.
All right.
They're not considered magical attacks.
And I'm going to use it to poison, sneak attacks, or critical from that attack.
Beautiful. Dr. Dirk,
But I also used up my immediate action for the next
you're
turn.
up next.
All right. Weave sees the back of my red neck suddenly. I don't know if anybody's realized that, but the doctor doesn't have any hair on his head. He's completely bald. So you see Joffrey kind of undulate on the back of my neck onto the back of my skull, and you see him kind of pop out, and you see him kind of drinking some kind of little thing in his little hands. It's super cute.
Oh, no, it's not.
He casts a spell on me, and that spell is targeted bomb and mixture. So I'm going to use that. And that's him. That's his go.
It really just closed the door, but okay.
Closing the door, is that what kind of
Standard.
action is that?
Move or a standard?
One of your two.
Okay, well, I'm not going to move, so I'll use it as my move action at the end of my turn.
You also took 7 damage from the thorns already. You're gonna take more if you don't close the door.
I took 7 damage?
Yeah.
You took 7 damage.
The thorns throw.
They're very
Oh.
indiscriminate, which is why we want to get behind the door.
Oh, I was not aware of that. Let me. Oh, it's somebody already subtracted it. All right, sweet. I take out a bomb, fire, and start mixing in it. And if you allow me to flavor this, rather than throw it, I pour it into my mouth and then just blow it out, and it creates this cone that shoots out in a 20-foot kind of like thing. So it shoots out into this square and hits this guy. He's the
What's the
primary
reflex save?
target. It is not. I have to roll for an attack. So that is directed blast.
Cool.
Rather than throwing, I can do a 20-foot cone from my point, and I have to select a main target.
Cool. Do it up.
Yeah. All right. Here it goes. No natural ones, right?
Hey,
Here we go.
the opposite.
The opposite. Yeah. There we
That's
go.
touch
So that's,
attack, right?
touch. Yeah. Touch AC.
So I'd like you to describe how you burn this man into nothingness.
That's an extra 4 points of fire damage as well from the targeted bomb admixture, which adds
It's
my-
already dead.
It's
I
already
think.
dead.
So this time he's like, all right, I'm gonna try something new. And you guys see him. Normally he's got these little bombs, which are in like these little clay flasks that break super easily. He like tosses it in his mouth and goes, he kind of goes. You see it moving around on left and right side of his cheeks as he's kind of like mixing it around. And then he puts up one finger, this really nasty, gnarly, like pointy red fingernail, and he just spits through it, and it goes, and it just shoots this this cone of fire that mostly targets that guy right there, but it just shoots out into what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20-foot cone, it lights up the backyard.
Oh my lord. And half the yard is now burning. Your the thorns from that side will now do a D4 fire damage.
He just kind of grins like, oh, that worked. And he grabs the door handle and just slams the door closed.
Beautiful.
My bear.
You're up next.
Bear, you're now outside. Alone.
Hey, Bear, just to let you know, I'm actually down here in this corner, and I'm going to crawl underneath this. I'm going to be prone and get underneath this chair.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to use a
flavor.
domain ability. And I'm going to smack this boy real hard. I need to double check to make sure the buffs are actually on.
You just hear the thorns slamming against the door. Every so often, like a spike goes through the wooden door.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got the chair.
I will charge my sword with some divine energy as I go in to give him the smackening.
That'll hit. Anything else?
The thing is, Bear took his turn, so the thorns attack him.
I
They
didn't finish
hit.
I didn't finish my turn yet.
Okay, sorry.
Now, what is the action to try and break out? Is it a standard, or is it?
To break and tangle.
That's a standard action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did your attack.
All right, I'll end my turn.
Take 4 points of damage.
All right, this faceless stalker is going to look at the situation, and he is going to full withdrawal, and he's going to hop the fence.
Jordan, peel
Thorns
out of
still
here.
get an attack.
Hey, 17's good enough to climb that fence.
14 probably doesn't hit.
He's going to hop that fence, up and over the fence, and disappears from sight, and that, my friends,
Who's that fight?
is the end of that fight.
Where Bear? Where
Bear,
Bear?
are you okay? Are they dead?
No, they ran
Bear!
off because you let them run away.
You hear
Where
more
Bear?
thunk, 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 thunk,
Where
thunk.
Bear? Get
Ah!
inside. Get inside.
I snap my fingers and I dispel the thorns.
Beautiful. All right.
Now,
Wow.
whoever
Where
these
Bear?
things are working for are gonna go tell them that we're here.
All right. Well, let's. Hey, we got a free house. Let's check it out.
But
Um,
yeah,
To be fair, Bear, an entangling spell probably was our best bet for not getting them to leave.
Yeah.
Seems they were under some sort of spell that let them go through such things. It's not really our fault. They probably could have left no matter what if they wanted to.
All right.
not if we were all out here.
No, no.
Pretty
no.
sure they could have anyways.
Yeah. Let's start going inside. Come on. If we're on a time crunch, we need to start going. So I'm gonna.
Tiny room, by the way. Why is there such a large table for such a small room?
It's a dining room. Open the door.
Why's the dining room at the front door?
Oh,
A little
Hey,
sitting
Wolf,
room. Little
I-
sitting room with some books. A lot of like the Encyclopedia Gloriniaca. Glorianica. There it is. Encyclopedia Glorianica. I can't even
Is
do
it
That was really good.
is it 20 years out of date?
It is 15 years out of date.
Okay. All right. So they bought it
Roll
when
a
they had money.
D100 to see how many years out of date it is.
So I'll open up this door.
That leads into a little washroom, which the entire house, just as a precedent, is in immaculate shape. Like not even a speck of dust, but it also looks very unlived in.
All right. So if y'all want to come on with me, hello, I'm coming this way.
I'm not really super interested in looting the house.
I'm not worried about looting. Maybe there's some info.
Yeah, that's why we came here, was to find information.
Uh-oh, I found the grand foyer.
There's the grand foyer.
Yeah, I got to go to the big, huge house in Sandpoint once. The one that they built, the old lady's house. Yeah. All right. So yeah, check
Imagine
all
if they
that out.
have people stationed here. They wouldn't have important documents just lying
Hmm.
around.
All right, let's go upstairs.
It's
Come on.
only a lead read.
Doctor.
so I wasn't sure if that was said. Did we check the corpses?
Not yet.
There's one corpse, and there's nothing on it other than a masterwork longsword.
Okay, I'll bring that and bring that to
Yeah.
bear.
So
Uh-huh.
on
Bring
the
it to me.
second
Bring that to bear.
story, there are some bedrooms. They look like more like guest rooms. And
Or-
there's also a journal that you find on this room that Oz has just entered into. And this journal is it's more of like a ledger that looks to be, there are a dozen entries from over the last 3 months labeled as Aisha's trips to Absalom, each indicating Foxglove was paying someone referred to as B7 200 GP a week for her quote-unquote trip, dropping off the payment every oath day at midnight at a place called the Seven Sawmills. You guys know where the Seven Sawmills is. You've heard
Heard of that before.
We've already had leads that tell us to go there
Mhm.
as
Well, this-
well.
More important, Here, doctor, can you read this really well?
Oh God.
What is it?
It's a book.
Yeah, I went to school to be a doctor, so it usually means you can read. So yeah.
Well, here's this book. Just hauls ass, checks out the next room, doesn't find
all right.
anything.
What you find in the room upstairs, right up all the way in the top, there's a like nice little lounging sitting areas. You actually find a small lockbox that contains a single scrolled letter. I'm going to show that to you guys here really quick.
Bear found that.
That is a lot of words.
I wish I could make that bigger, but I can't. Oh, maybe I can do
If
it
you
that
click
way.
on it,
Yeah, but even then, it's not big enough. Okay,
Oh.
so
I can read it.
I
There
can
we
read.
go.
Wait,
I just opened it up and I gave it. I didn't find it. Bear found it.
All right. Know all men and women, present and future, that we, the members of the Brothers of the Seven, upon this day, the 6th, Abadius,
Abadias.
in the year of 4624, Absalom reckoning, hereby
Concede.
concede, and by this deed confirm upon Royal Foxglove professional ownership of the holding to be known hereforth as Foxglove Manor, located north of Magnamar on the Lost Coast Road, due west of
Bleaklaw Moor.
Beeclow Moor. Upon the
Promontory.
promontory. This is me in character, not knowing what the words
And
are.
I think that Osmeriting's next to him, correcting him.
Because I blew it up. I just
Yeah.
right clicked it and blew it up on a separate tab and then control
Perfect.
plus it.
For as long as he, Royal Foxglove, shall live, or so long as his direct descendants shall live, to a period not to exceed 100 years, construction of Foxglove Manor, having been financed partially on the holdings and coin of Royal Foxglove, to the amount of 6 and 60%, and partially upon the coffers of the Brothers of the Seven, to the amount of the remainder, 4 and 30%, backed by collateral in the form of 7 sawmills, located itself upon Kyvar's Islet of Magnamar, shall ensue only the physical and initial construction of the aforementioned manor, with the subsequent repair and maintenance to be the sole responsibility of Royal Foxglove or his descendants for the aforementioned period of 100 years. Upon the passing of this time, on the date of 6 Abadias of 4724, Absalom reckoning, ownership of Foxglove Manor to include all lands within a mile and above, around and below, immediately and forevermore reverts to the Brothers of the Seven, with the employment of the manor, its grounds, and all improvements. But wow, I don't placed upon it.
Yeah.
I know what that word is, Oz. Placed upon it by and any prior
Inhabitants.
inhabitants to be subject to the Brotherhood's discretion, and so that our gift, concession, warranty, acquittance, and defense have the best perpetual strength and security. We have offered Magmar's seal to the present charter, which shall serve it in lieu of signatures. The names of the Brotherhoods to be remain apart from this or any other document.
Well, good job, man. You went to a good school.
No.
So,
What
so
year is
apparently,
it? When is it now?
apparently Foxglove Manor is now whoever these 7 people are.
Well, but wait, but what year is it actually? Is this already up?
No, it
Or is it
says
DM question?
4707 AR.
it says it is for so long as he, Voral Foxglove, shall live, or so long as his direct descendants shall live, to a period not to exceed 100 years. Well, we know that Aldern's dead, so this is now these property of the Brothers of the Seven.
There might still be
So-
some family, but you're probably right that there
So,
isn't. So,
so,
but it is 4707. Did you say, Wolf?
yeah.
Okay, so,
So-
the time isn't up.
So,
that's not
doctor,
necessarily
if you want to take over that house, you're going to need to get this Brothers of the Seven to give it to you.
Well, are we gonna kill them or something? Right? They're bad people.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we definitely
So
need to hold on to
we
this.
kill
though.
all 7 of them, and then then it's ours.
Wait,
Well,
we don't know if
these are
there's
the
7.
these are the brothers of the 7,
Oh,
so there could be more than 7.
What's the 7?
7,
I don't know.
9,
Wait a
I don't know
minute.
who the 7 are.
14 of them.
Does it have to do with the
Maybe the
Sahedrion, whatever it's called?
I have no idea. All I know is the brothers of the 7 could be like each brother could have 7 brothers.
Well,
Or 6 brothers, and they be 7 brothers, or maybe it's each one has 7 brothers of the 7, or maybe it's 7. I'm talking myself in
We know about the
circles right
7 sawmills,
Yeah,
so they're
so-
probably related.
now. Yeah, I have a feeling
Um,
that's. got
But
something
even
to
if
do with
they
it.
are, of course we're going to go there because we have other leads that take us there. But really, this deed isn't anything particularly special. It's just saying that the 7 sawmills, or the 7 brothers, I guess, since we don't know if they're connected, just saying that the 7 brothers helped finance the manor, which could mean they know what happened there or what was going to happen there. That's why they wanted it back after 100 years. But it also might just be them financing it. It's not necessarily incriminating in itself.
well, according to the deed, Aldern or Vorel had to deal with all the maintenance and stuff.
Vorel, yeah, it was
Right.
Vorel and Aldern had to keep it up, and then they would get it after 100 years, or they're dead. So,
They got it 17 years early.
yeah, they got it early. Oh, look, there's a pouch with some coins in it. Shake, 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 shake. I open it up and look inside. Ooh,
200
Platinum.
PP.
Yeah.
I go, weave.
Right.
Look at that.
It's
And
shiny.
I hold it up to you.
It's quite a lot of money.
It's
Oz.
heavy. Okay, you keep it.
It's better than 20,000 silver.
We'll hang on to that. And
God, I don't even know if you could pick
I'm
up
gonna-
20,000 silver.
I'm gonna say it's about the same.
Well,
I-
platinum
I-
is a very light metal. So should we head over to the sawmill?
Well, I don't know. I want to know if anybody knows about these 7.
I wa-
Anybody know about these 7? Do maybe there's a local magistrate that would know about the 7.
I think it
7
might have,
brothers, yeah.
it might have something to do with the Sahedron because it is a 7-pointed star symbol.
And I open up my force ring and go
Wait a minute.
to my
Weave.
shield.
Let me see all the
Hmm.
notes that we got in character.
6.
The,
Yeah, there's
the
7.
letter from the Mistress of the 7 had the same symbol as the amulet I have.
There's 7. There's 7. Yeah, there's 7 sides.
Yeah,
The Sahedron.
Yeah, the medallion I got.
Yeah. It's a
she's-
cult, right?
Yeah, so they're definitely connected then.
Well, the 7 brothers might not be connected.
Well, Mistress of the 7, and they're brothers
Yeah.
of the 7.
It
There's
could
quite a
be.
lot of 7s, and it
Yeah.
would be quite the coincidence if literally none of them were related. But it's also possible that literally none of them are related. There's the
That's
7 sawmills, the 7-sided Sahedron,
We
the
should probably
7, the Mistress of the
assume-
7, and the 7 brothers. They're probably all related. That's probably a pretty fair assumption. But there's also a chance that they're not, and we'd be accusing the sawmill owners of something that they're not necessarily involved with.
Yeah,
Well-
I think we still need to go to a magistrate first.
I agree with Oz. The magistrate is a great idea.
Sheriff, whatever they call them in
And
this town.
We're not necessarily doing legal activities here.
Well,
Well,
we're
we can
not-
just ask about
we're
the
not-
7 brothers. Then maybe there's some local legend or something about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if they ask us why, we could show them this
If they're,
deed. And
I've
say,
been in
"Have you ever
Magnemar
heard of
for-
'em?"
for some time, if they're anybody who's anybody, they're going to be probably paying bribes to the politicians and the uppity ups in town. So I think we should just go and take care of them ourselves.
And with 2 sentences, Cord breathed into this campaign rampant corruption in Magnemar.
There's corruption in every large city.
Yeah.
That's why Sandpoint is
Oh.
nice.
Well, we could hit a tavern. They know everything that goes on in their cities.
We also are on a time limit now because that thing knows we're
Oh
here.
yeah, that thing does know we're here.
And
Well,
I'd be damned if that thing was not working with the 7 sawmills.
well, we could just
Why the 7 sawmills specifically?
Because that's where the brothers work, isn't it?
because it says 7.
I'm
We don't
assuming
know that
every
the brothers work at the 7 sawmills. That's the whole point. That's why we wanted to ask about the brothers.
I'm assuming that everything 7 related is related.
Well,
It's a number. They're all related by the number.
I'm heading
Numbers,
downstairs.
Mason. What do they mean?
Cut to
I'm
a
heading
scene
downstairs.
of Bear by like a cork board, and he's got all these like strings tied. He's like, it's all
Strings tied in
connected. It's all connected.
You step back and it's in the shape of a 7.
All right, 1 second. I'm getting the meme.
Get the meme. Get the meme. Get the meme. It's all connected, man. It's all connected.
All right. I'm not saying it's aliens.
But it's aliens.
I'm not saying that it could be aliens, but what if aliens?
The meme.
Next week on Ancient Aliens.
I'm also kind of curious as to who owns this building now. We see here the deed now that the 7 brothers own the manor that is.
Yeah.
right-
What's in the legal papers?
So yeah, why did the 7?
So the townhouse also defaults to the Brothers of the 7 as well.
Okay.
So we
See,
got
That's a shame because this is quite a nice building.
we've got 3 places with 7. So now we need to find the other 4.
7 sevens.
Exactly. He knows what I'm
Jackpot.
talking about.
All right. So come on,
can-
let's go.
I could turn one of these rooms into a doctor's office. Yeah.
It's not ours.
Why are we
don't have
going out the back door? Let's go out the front door. We
it.
already
I
been
wanted to
through the
check
back
this
door.
shed. I wanted to check this shed real
Oh.
quick before we left because we never went in here.
Ah, yes. The
Look at the
shed.
shed.
The shed that I was hoping you'd ignore. Because guess what you find in that shed?
More thingies.
Corpses.
You know how this house was in really nice shape? You know who was looking after this house? The housekeeper. You know who is butchered and dead inside the shed? The housekeeper.
Right.
All right, now it's safe to assume that there's some evil stuff going on.
We already knew there was evil stuff going on. We just didn't know who's doing it. We still don't know who's doing it.
It's probably the 7 sawmills.
There is
It
a,
might be.
There is
Hello?
a creak as the door to the back of the house swings
Oh,
open,
boy.
and stepping in are 2 Magnamarian guards. Well, what we have here then? Seems we got some trespassers here, Bernard. Yeah, it does seem that way, Frank. Well, like spinning their little like batons. Like, what have we got here? And they look very suspiciously at you all as you are standing by the open door. And luckily from their angle, they can't see the corpse. But what are you guys gonna do?
I'm holding
I'm gonna
this little
close
clay
the door
pot.
as I turn to them.
I'm holding this little clay pot near my mouth.
Oh God!
We saw that there were some abominations here, and we took it upon ourselves to kill them because they don't belong here. And I
We
pointed
came to report
Whoa.
the death of Alderaan Foxglove only to find Alderaan Foxglove, who is actually not Alderaan Foxglove.
He was one of those things, and I pointed to the dead body.
They look over and they actually do see the dead body of the abomination. A likely story. A likely story. I mean, it is a likely story, but no, there's literally a body of some sort of weird creature over there. I know, all right? I'm just trying to do the whole thing. And they start to kind of argue a little bit in this moment. But,
I've always wanted to be bad cop.
yeah, I just want to be a bad cop, all right? Well, we're going to have to take you down to the garrison, ask you a couple additional questions, and simply make sure you're not a threat to society or yourselves. Surely, if you're on the up and up, you won't argue with that.
I look at that guy who's talking and I do this kind of swipe with my hand and I say, we're not going to the garrison.
Give me a diplomacy check.
God, I'm looking forward to a negative number.
Get your companion to assist you. Get the +2.
I loved
You need it.
Chester's like laugh that was way in the background. It sounded like it was super far off in the distance. Diplomacy, you say?
Oh,
Hmm.
15.
I rolled a 2 on that die.
The guard looks at you and waves his hand and says, "But you are going to the garrison."
I go, no. We don't need to go to the garrison.
We are
And I have
currently
two coppers in my hand. We don't need to go to the garrison. So they can
Bernard
see
looks
two
to
coppers.
Bernard looks to Jeff. Jeff looks to Bernard. And he rubs his fingers together like this.
2 coppers isn't enough for 2 coppers?
Left hand goes to his blade.
Okay.
all right.
These,
Pull out
these boys
two-
like gold.
2 gold.
So we're currently under the orders of the sheriff of Sandpoint. You know that town, right?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh
Which
boy.
one? Which one?
Both of you.
Oh.
Osmeriting.
Gold always wins.
Osmeriting. They look to the gold. All right, make that 2 gold apiece, and we'll just look the other way and pretend we never saw you.
Oh, that's cheap here.
All right, so here's
Clink,
2
clink,
gold.
they pocket the gold. All right, now bugger off, you assholes.
Oh, quick. For another.
No
another gold,
questions.
For another gold. You ever heard of anybody called the 7?
Oh my
Seven
god, odds.
brothers.
You
The
mean
7
like The
brothers.
7 sawmills?
Well, just the 7s. Anything that you might have heard of.
The 7 brothers, perhaps.
And I
Seven
look
brothers.
at. I'm looking
Oh
at.
my
Lee
god.
Going,
Well,
I don't care.
Isn't that merchant guild? Nah, it's a rumor. The merchant guild doesn't actually exist. No, I'm pretty sure there's a guild of merchants that got together. What was the guy's name? He was the one that founded it. Oh, I'm trying hard to remember. Was it something like Vori?
Here's another
Vorgul?
gold. Here's another gold.
Varguli? Something like that. What was his name?
Was his name
Ah.
Vorel?
Vorel, that's the one. Yeah, Vorel. Vorel Folks Club. But real shame what happened to him. I heard he killed himself or something. But yeah, him and a couple of other merchants, like, I don't know, number of years back, formed a bit of like a little secret society of merchants, and just kind of created like a little merchants guild or something. And
Do
yeah,
they
seem
have
like
a-
nice folks.
Do they have an office or a person who's in charge right now?
I think they all operate out of wasn't it the 7 sawmills? Yeah, I think it was, Bernard. It
Okay.
was the 7 sawmills, that's right. Yeah.
You have any idea who might be? And he reaches in for another gold. Who might be running the group?
You seem to got a lot of gold on you. Why don't we make it a platinum, and then I'll tell you everything I know.
Well, why don't you tell me for the 3 gold, and then I'll see if I want to tip you some
My
more.
memory's getting a little fuzzy at this point.
Pull out 1 more gold.
Yeah,
2
it's
gold-
weird. It's
2
like
gold in
it's
hand,
like it's
2 gold
just
in
on the
hand.
tip of my tongue, but I just can't.
Well,
I can't seem
we're
to
just going
remember.
to put that gold right back into the bag.
That's a real shame.
All right. Well, I'll keep these 3.
I'm gonna look them up and down.
All right.
These,
Thanks,
guys-
officer.
These
Thanks,
officers seem
magistrates.
just like officers that maybe got a tip off from a particular, I don't know,
Aldrin
shape changer.
so what brings 2 guards here, anyways?
We
Don't
got a
you
tip
guys-
that there might be some nefarious activity. Wait, didn't you just pay us to look the other way, and now you've got having a whole
Please just
conversation with us?
leave.
Get the fuck out of here! they like give you like the backhand threaten and just like move, get out. They're gonna usher you off before they arrest you.
I run through both of their legs. Woo, woo, woo. And do this.
Oh my god, you're gonna get arrested. So we pivot back over to the exterior shot of Magnamar, and y'all have, you have a city to explore. Where and what would you like to do with the information at hand?
Well, we were up here by the Fox. Oh, where it says
Foxglove
Townhouse.
Townhouse. Yeah.
We got a long way to go.
I think
Any of you
this-
have like a sheet or a blanket or something, or a bag of some sort? Large one, though.
Or
For burning, as far as I'm concerned. You're not going to get it back if you give it to me.
What are you?
Oh,
what are
Doing
you
with
need
it?
for?
I need it for carrying a body.
A
Which
body
body?
of.
Body
Dead
of water?
people.
Body,
Why do you
body
want
of-
to carry dead
If you
people?
don't have a sheet, then it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go any further into it if you don't have it.
I'll look at Weave and I look at myself. I'm going, where am I going to have a sheet?
I don't know,
just
just like
start
a
walking.
blanket or something.
They were upstairs in the bedrooms at that the townhouse.
Yeah, we can't go get those. Sorry.
Yep,
Too
let's
bad,
go.
too bad.
So you
Hmm.
think that guy? So he took off running, that monster dude, and he's probably going where?
We don't know.
To his
Oh.
bosses, right?
Hey, Wolf. What that map? Which way did he run? Like north, south, east, west?
So he hopped
Ran
the wall
over
and
the-
disappeared behind it. So
And
Yes.
which way
Yeah.
did that wall point? Like which way was that
West.
wall?
It was west.
Yeah,
Okay.
but still.
While they're all talking, I'm going to pull a winter blanket out of Sumi's new bag of holding, and I'm going to wrap it up and bundle it in her mouth and hand it to her, and then do some gestures, and she's gonna run off.
Jester did some gestures.
I hate you, Patrick. So much.
It was there.
Deep down in my core.
All right.
I
Well,
think
did
should-
we get a room?
Yeah, we haven't
Nope.
been anywhere except to the inn, to the townhouse so far. We haven't
Alright.
gone to any tavern or such.
What time is it? Oh, omnipotent God.
1 p.m. in the afternoon.
All right, so we got plenty of time. Let's go shopping. Let's do a shopping episode.
Oh my god.
Let's
You guys
make
don't think
him-
that we should try to find
Me and
out
my
where
best
that guy,
friends.
where that guy went?
Like Weave trying on hats, and as Merding's like,
I agree with Red or Doctor. We
Go
should
what?
probably go take care of the.
Survival to track.
In a city? Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If we
DC
can't-
400.
Hmm,
If we can't find the tracks, then we should assume that he went to his bosses.
Well, we need to know.
It's
Right.
literally a shapeshifter
Yeah.
in a city. Like
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not-
it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
And if it isn't,
we-
if it's watching us, it's still going to be not going to be able to tell who it is.
And we know where our next stop is. Oz got the proper information out of the guards.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
head south, but we need a good place to rest up because I don't think we want to go during the daytime.
It's good to have a base of operations. I agree
Yeah.
with Oz.
And I don't know anything about this city. Doctor, which part of the city are you from? Put him on the spot.
I mean, I worked in some of the upper city, the capital, but I had a little place that I kept, a little apartment kind of thing down in the low cleft.
Oh, great. Let's go to your place. Let's go. Lead the way.
I mean, I don't live there anymore.
Do they rent out rooms?
Try to
Um,
get a closer safe
Low
house,
collect
right?
is, well, I mean, do we want to be close?
Like closer, isn't that? That's like an hour walk from the Seven Sawmills.
I mean, everything up here on the upside is expensive, and then you go down there and everything's cheap.
Well, I've got some gold that I didn't have to give over because, dumbasses would rather take more gold than less gold. So, I've got a few extra gold here. Got 4 extra gold.
4.
Yeah, I think we could find a pretty good inn, maybe. I don't know.
That's all you have is 4 gold.
Oh, I've got way more than
Now
that.
that's
Oh,
We just got 2,000 gold worth of
Yeah,
platinum.
we got a
so
whole bunch of platinum,
Yeah.
but we're not telling anybody.
yeah, we don't have to.
2,000, you say?
Well, we got some platinums. There's some platinums in a bag. But shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's find us a magic store where we can buy overpriced magical items. No, we're not doing that.
We can do that after we take care of the business we have in town.
I wouldn't mind finding a potion.
Yeah,
spot.
potion shop. Maybe see what we got. Maybe there's a jewelry store. Go in, see what they got. Check out their security.
Oz, we're not stealing from here.
So
I didn't say anything. I just said check it out.
So we go in shopping, or we
We're heading
we
south. We're gonna
letting this
see-
guy
We're
keep
gonna
his
see
head
what
start.
We're not going to catch it. Put it that
It's
way.
not a matter of catching them. It's a matter of getting what we
doesn't-
need done before they are completely alerted to our presence in the town.
Are we going to go in the broad daylight to try to, or are we going to wait till dark?
Either way, they're gonna they're
So either way, they're going to know. Let's enjoy ourselves. This is my first time in a big town. Let's see what happens.
Sandpoint's
in.
kind of depending on us at this point.
Yeah, and they'll be depending on us tonight too.
Hey, Wolf, how long does it take to go across this town?
Oh, like
City.
an hour or two. I mean, it's a dense town. I
Yeah,
mean, to go
let's-
from north
Yeah,
to south, hour and a half, 2 hours. If it's middle of the day like it is now, it could take you up to 3 hours of just like maneuvering because you're not like walking a straight line. The streets are not built like a grid like a lot of North American cities, like grid cities. This is like weaving streets that were built on top of each other, and it's crowds and crowds and crowds of people maneuvering. It's going
and-
to take a while.
And we're going to have to find a way. It looks like to get down to the lower cleft, there's only one way to get down there, and
Yeah, so I'll
Mhm.
share that. It'll probably take an hour or two to get down there anyway. It's 1 o'clock. We'll stop by a store or two on the way down there. How about that?
Yeah, see what kitchels are fancy. It's like when you go to a big city, you go check it out. It's not they're going to know we're coming no matter what we do. So
The
Sure.
city
Let's-
isn't going anywhere either.
yeah, let's let them get tired, and we'll go in sometime in the middle of the night.
Let's walk around the city aimlessly and let them get tired. Okay, all
Well,
right, nice.
We'll find a place to get a drink.
So
and
you want to do like a night invasion place of this sawmill?
I
That
would
sounds
rather-
that sounds
I would
sounds
rather
good.
go in when there's nobody around than when there's people that can watch. Whoa, that's a lot of.
You like that?
Wow.
I thought it was pretty fun.
Well, given that they know we're in town, they're not. If they do have security, they're gonna have security all night.
Well, then we'll just go hang out.
Yeah, but at night we can like sneak around better.
I gesture to the full plate I'm wearing.
Well, take that shit off.
No,
Okay then.
Against my religion.
it basically is.
Man, I wish I can give you some oil or something to like make it less squeaky, I guess. Is that a thing?
And at the mention of less squeaky, you arrive at a bit of a mercantile street. There's just a string of merchants, some in the streets, some with actual physical shops. And you see all manner, and this is a bit of a lower end. You're in the lower cleft now, but there's a string of these different little stores and establishments, some less than savory establishments as well. Some places that sell, sell people,
Mhm,
for
mhm.
lack of a better phrase. There's some prostitution, but no, there's some ups and downs. There's some nice places, but you see a magic shop that
Ooh.
it seems interesting. The name of the shop is the Third Wish. The Third Wish. And it says the Third Wish. Magic items and other such accoutrement is the
Ooh.
undertext, the subtext to it. And this shop looks very out of place. The rest of the establishments seem a little worn, a little beaten down, but this one appears to be in very, very resplendent shape, kind of akin to how nice the Foxglove Manor looked like. But it seems to be bustling. There's a line partway out the door, people coming in and out, and you see all manner of citizens, both finely dressed and less so dressed,
Is it-
coming in and out of this particular shop.
Is it more of a curio shop or is it a store?
It looks like a store. Yeah, it looks like a
Okay.
store of some kind.
So I'm
A
just
lot of
sitting there.
people walk in looking sad. A lot of people walk out looking very happy.
And I'm sitting there talking to Bear, and we're fighting each other back and forth. No, he wants to go down. No, we should wait till the evening. No, to come down. Well, we wait till the evening. And then I just stop when I see the store, and I'm looking, and I want to see if this makes sense. I don't know if that would work or perception would work. What am
What
I
are you
noticing?
trying to do?
You said something like they go in sad and they come out happy.
Yeah, they people go in looking as though they have questions. They look as though they are burdened by uncertainty, and they walk out with that burden lifted. So someone might be holding on to a piece of fabric or maybe a small doll, like a mother that is concerned about the whereabouts of her child. She walks in, She comes out, the doll's still in her hand, but she looks relieved in that moment.
I'm not sure I like this part of the city.
Sounds like juju magic.
No, it's just the Scientology Center.
Oh, so yeah. Juju magic.
Eee.
So I do detect magic. I'm trying to see if these people are ensorcelled.
They are not. They are not ensourced.
I'm going to try to sneak ahead of the line.
Doctor,
Being
I
so
don't
little.
really want
Being
anything
so
to do
little.
with this.
I don't either.
Acrobatics check.
Come
maybe?
one, come all. The oracle from Assyrian is here to tell you and answer all of your questions for tonight and tonight only at the third wish. Oh, first come, first serve, my friends. First come, first serve. The oracle from Assyrian. She comes all the way from the sandy deserts, and she brings with her the mystic art to answer your most pressing questions. Does the love of your life feel the same way to you? Does your child truly care for you? Will you find that famous fortune? She will answer any and all of your questions. One night, one day, one night only. Come one, come all.
I'm
Hear
there.
the voice billowing out from inside of
I'm
this.
there.
this
I
shop.
don't even get in line. I just make a beeline.
Make a beeline in. All right.
We got a 24 on
So,
my acrobatics. Anybody gets pissed.
Is anyone else following?
No.
No,
Doctor-
no, these people are
Split
full
the
of shit
party.
most of the time.
Split the party.
Doctor, I'd really like to find where we'll be staying tonight. Do you know any place that would be acceptable?
Mm. Uh, I would probably stay away from the dockway, unless you like surly sailors. Mm.
Sumi is not with the party.
Oh, that's right.
She's
That's right. That's
gone.
right. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's going.
I say we stay down in maybe Beacon's Point or Keystone or somewhere down there. I think.
I'm talking specifically of like a specific building, not an entire quarter of the city.
Yeah, you have to. Wolfie needs to give you a name of a tavern. or
Yeah.
something.
Or you could just make one
Make
up,
one
speak
up,
it into
yeah.
existence.
Where are there places down further down south in Keystone? and
Yeah,
Beacon's Point?
there's the Grumpy Dragon Fruit Tavern.
The Grumpy Dragonfoot
Dragon Fruit Tavern.
Dragon Fruit.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's over
Beacons?
in Beacons Point.
Keystone. Okay. Can you give us a kind of a breakdown of what some of these places are down? Like, what is Keystone? What's Beacon's Point? Like all this black stuff here, these buildings.
So the
and stuff.
warehouses. We
Yeah.
did briefly talk about this last time.
We
But
did?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Sure.
going into
Yeah,
the
I'll share that
Oracle.
one and say the Dragon's Foot Tavern.
Dragon's Foot.
Yeah, the Dragon's Foot. It's dragon
Alright.
feet. Dragon feet are like massive and huge, so there's plenty of places to stay there. Lots of rooms.
All right. Would you mind giving me directions?
See on the map where the crayon like turns from like blue to purple down there in that corner. It's over there in that direction there, I guess. I mean,
I forgot that we got a child's coloring book map.
This,
You did get a
this-
child's coloring book map. That is correct.
I don't know if you're aware, but Magnamar is massive.
This red building,
massive.
right in the
It's like
middle
a
of the
multitude of-
warehouses, that is the Grumpy Dragon Fruit.
Dragon fruit, not foot. But I'll bet you.
Right
there's
in
a-
the middle of all those warehouses and
And
beacons.
warehouse
like that.
workers need a place to
Warehouse
unwind
workers-
after a long day of warehousing.
I'm talking in character
Okay.
to Dr. Durden here, where I'm like, are you sure that's a good inn for people like tourists to stay in?
I mean, there's some good places in the dockway that got cheap ale and salty whiskey.
Just seems more like a worker's
Salty.
house if it's there.
And you hear the metagaming pigeon going, yeah, it's a good way to get magically impressed onto a ship too.
Now let's well, you know what? Yeah,
Caw-caw.
let's
Pressed gang pressed into a ship.
Gang
Caw-caw.
pressed.
We're actually
Yeah.
playing Skull and Shackles. Caw-caw.
well we should stay at the dockway. It's a lot more
What
fun
a
over
twist
there.
that would be. We get like halfway through chapter 2 of Rise of the Runelords. You guys all end up getting gang pressed, and we start playing Skull and Shackles for a while. That would be a twist. That would be a twist. You got
Yes,
me
it
thinking.
would.
You got me thinking, but probably
Stop.
I heard that that campaign was pretty good. So I don't know.
It's actually a lot of fun.
Pirates.
I'm gonna go see the Oracle.
So, as Meriting, we're going to cut to you as Dr. Durden and Bear are discussing where they're going to be staying. Everyone's going to be staying. As you move in, you see that the room itself, there's kind of this like entryway, just a classical shop with rows of shelves and different items for sale, and there is a mustachioed man who is directing people in and out, and it's one silver piece to meet with the Oracle and have your fortune read, and there's a nice long line with these little red kind of like guideposts, as it were. What's the thing called when you're at the bank?
Stanchions.
The stanchions. There you go. And he's beckoning everyone in, and you've managed to weasel your way all up to the front. No one's really even noticed. Everyone seems very. You hear a lot of whispering of just like, "Oh, please, I need to know. I need to know if she's still alive, if she still loves me. If I just need to know, and I just want to know that Billy is still here. I just want to know what's happened to this. I just want to know if I'll finally succeed. I want to know if I should get gang pressed into a ship." Like just all of these different questions back and forth. And you finally get to the front, and the man looks at you and says, "That'll be 2 silver, young man."
Okay.
You
That's no
clink the
problem.
2 silver. He has a bag that is full to the brim. It's brimming with all of these little silver pieces, additional copper, maybe even some gold for people that paid for multiple trips. But you are welcomed back as you walk into a back room that is filled with the smell of foreign incense, this kind of very rich and almost kind of like a rosy kind of smelling incense. It's very fragrant.
What's that Oriental Trader shop y'all used to be at the mall?
Yeah, if you've ever been to that, it just smells like that. That's a really good reference. And you, as you walk in, you see this woman with a huge golden kind of headdress. Her eyes appear white and glazed over, and she's sitting behind a small round table with a with a little glass orb, a little orb on the center of it. And as you enter in, the door behind you shuts seemingly of its own accord. And she motions
Accord, you say?
very, very gently towards the chair in front of her on the opposite side. "Please, my child, sit."
I'm not a child. I'm a gnome.
But of
I go up
course-
and I stand in the chair.
You stand in the chair and you see that she appears to be completely blind.
Oh,
And
Oh,
she
sorry, lady.
she
I didn't
reaches
mean to yell
out
at you.
and grabs onto this orb, and you see this white, milky smoke that starts to swirl in the center of it. And as it starts to swirl, it starts to form into a kind of semi-humanoid shape that looks like maybe a little tiny gnome. It appears to be walking along a street, but it's all very smoky and it's very blurry. But she says, "Speak. Speak and ask your question. And if the prophets so wish it, I will answer it for you."
Do you know the 7?
The 7 of what?
Of this area? And I show her my force ring, my force shield ring with the Sahedron on it.
She does not look up at you, Oz. But as
'Cause
you
she's blind.
watch this orb in front of her, you watch as this orb starts to kind of spin the smoke inside. It starts to turn black and then red. And you start to see what looks like little cracks of thunder and lightning inside of it. And appearing in the center of that orb is a 7-pointed symbol. And superimposing itself over that 7-pointed symbol is a very angry and also vampiric looking man. This all happens in a split second. The Oracle herself recoils back from it. The room's temperature drops. Your breath turns to ice, and she recoils back, jumping. That will be all. That will be all for this evening. Tell the man at the door that you may have a refund.
Who was
It's
that?
fine.
Who was that? Who was that? Who was
Nothing.
it?
It's fine. Please just leave. Leave this place, please.
5 gold. Tell me who that was.
Please leave this place now.
5. Okay. 10 gold. Who was that?
You are on a path that you must diverge from immediately. What you seek is evil in its truest form. Greed made manifest, and I will speak no more of this. Please, leave.
Okay. I put 10 copper down. She's mine.
Oh,
And then we leave.
you're evil.
No, I'm got it. So, and so I leave and go, guys. There was a real oracle there. And I explained to him what happened. And she said that we're something about gluttony and greed, and that we're on a dangerous path. And it had to do with the symbol, the Sahedron
Of the 7?
of the 7. Yeah. I asked her what she knew of the 7, and she didn't know. Or she asked me what was the 7. And then when I showed her the ring, the crystal ball did all of its things that I told you about. And then that person popped his head up, and then she freaked out. I think she was a real oracle.
Weave isn't like city smart enough. She isn't street smart enough to call this out, but I would love it if Dr. Durden was just like, that's all parlor tricks, and just like really laid into him.
That's I think we're onto something.
I thought, yeah.
I think we're onto something big.
I mean, we know the 7 are here. There's
But what are
7s
the
all over the
7?
place.
But what are the 7?
It's right here on the map. It's the sawmills. It's
No,
right here at the bottom.
No, there was something else. There's something about history. I'm just scratching.
I mean, there's this story about 7 dwarves, but
No, it's
that's
not that. Everyone heard that story
Oh.
before.
Okay.
No orc and the 7 dwarves.
No. They weren't 7 dwarfs. They were 7 gnomes, but everybody called them dwarfs because they were little people.
Racist.
Well, Gordon. Doctor, what about I pull out like the kitty map again, looking at Dockway. Like, what about this place that says Rusty Anchor Bar Grill and Inn? Have you ever been there? Is that any good?
Oh no, we're about to do Skull and Shackles. The way Wolfies were flying.
Yeah,
It's got
I mean,
3 stars.
Rusty ancho.
Like yellow
little like
crayons.
crayon stars next to it. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
the rusty ancho, yeah, ancho chilies. Yeah, they got believe it or not, although they're right on the water, they got some good steaks there. You hit that place up, but then we take a couple blocks down to the rusty the grumpy Dragonfoot tavern.
If it's in the middle of the warehouses, I'm just not quite sure I want to stay there. That seems, I don't know a lot, but it doesn't seem like the right place for tourists to stay.
We're not tourists.
What kind of tourists?
Tourists care about what's in the city.
We do.
I kind of care what's in the city.
We do kind of stand out, and tourists always stand out.
We could go to the Dockway. Yeah, I'm all for it. It's always a blast.
I just want to get a room.
I thought we were going down south. Hey, by the way, a couple of us are got some scrapes and stuff. I don't know if I should start putting back liquors and things to heal my wounds there. Cleric of the gods.
Oh, nah. Yeah, I'll channel.
There's a small beggar child that's moving down the street. He has a limp. And his bare channels, it strikes him, and he goes, "It's a miracle! I'm healed! Yippee skippy!" And he clicks his heels together and runs off down the street.
That was like
That's
a Simpsons
hilarious.
reference.
Yes, it was. You're welcome.
That was hilarious.
I see this little like yellow kid with spiky hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Red shorts. He just
Yep.
kicks his feet together as he
Oh,
jumps in
fuck
the air
it,
and runs
dude!
off.
He zips off down the road. Immersion ruined. we're
I'm
crossing
good
our
now.
IPs right now. This is getting a little silly.
Man, a Simpsons RPG.
Better
I'm
so.
going to go and rent at least a room for the night at the Rusty Anchor.
Done.
I also want to go and meet up with Sumi. So if you need me, I'm going to go meet up with Sumi, and then I'll meet back up with you at the Rusty Anchor if you need me later.
If you see a place, it may not be open anymore because it was so great. But Soggy Sippin', yeah, that place is nice.
Sippin'?
Yeah.
Any place with soggy in the name is probably not good.
The
Probably the best
strangely
place
moist
ever.
anchor. Bar and grill.
Bar, grill, and inn.
And the bar grill and in. The inn
so
is
I'm
scratched into the painted sign like they did it as an afterthought.
I don't know if anyone will come with me, but I'm going to head to the Rusty Anchor and reserve a room.
That is
I will-
wonderful.
yeah,
You
I
may
will
do
go.
so.
Yeah, I
We
guess
sh-
we're all going.
None of us should be off on our own in case we get jumped.
I
We-
want
we-
to be a pirate.
Oh, it's fun. Come on, let's go. And I grab your hand.
And as the four of you head off to the Rusty Anchor Bar Grill and Inn, the inn is again scratched into the wood underneath. It's a subtext. You get there, and it's not as busy as you might think. It appears to be maybe the off season for tourism at this point, but you're able to get yourselves a couple of rooms. The inn is run by a delightfully pleasant half-orc woman by the name of let's see, what's a good half-orc name? No, her name is Matilda. Is her name? Her name is
Hey.
Matilda. Everyone calls her Tilly, which is a play on words because she used to be, she used to actually be the driver on a large ship. So she worked the large tiller. So they call her Tilly, and that's her backstory. So Tilly the half orc, and yeah.
This was an anchor from my own ship.
Yep.
The aforementioned Rusty Anchor.
And let's see here. What does she look like? Yep, here she is. There she is. I actually have a token for her. Why not? Boom. Boom. Her name's Tilly, and she's like, yep, it'll be 2 copper per person. That's for a full night's rest in the inn, as well as room and board for one evening.
A 2 copper inn
2 copper in. Yeah.
That's normal rates.
for poor people.
Us, we have more money than most commoners ever see in their lives.
I know. Why are we staying
As
here?
Bear shouts that out, the entire inn looks in your direction. Couple of unsavory looking folks look at you as well, and
I
back to their
give them my
drinking.
2 copper, take my key, and then walk out, pretending like I don't know anyone else in this building.
I love it.
I'll look at one of them and just give them the stink eye.
All
The
right.
one of the people looking at me.
I lean on the bar, kind of elbow over and say, it's Miss Matilda, Miss Tilly, right?
Slowly cleaning a copper mug. That's right.
You know any boats or ships that looking for a crew?
Oh my god.
I might.
Stop it.
What kind of experience you got as a sailor?
None, but I'm like infernal or something, so it goes a long way.
So if I touch water, I actually die. So
No,
maybe
I
shouldn't
can
be able to-
I
in
can
second
swim
thought.
actually.
You know, for a gold, I could do a bit of asking around, see what I can find for you.
You know what? Yeah, give me an ale and here's a gold. You keep the change.
And she's going to bite it, pocket it.
Oh, it's real.
It actually bends, like it's actually
bends
fake.
a little bit. She's like,
Like,
fair enough.
somehow.
Good enough for government work. But
you
she
like
is going
shot.
to. She's going to give you a look, and I'm going to have you roll me a D100, Dr. Durden. I want you to roll higher. I want you to tell me high or low.
We're gonna go high. Nope.
Ooh.
All right, fair enough. All right, she's gonna go researching for you a little bit, see what she can find. What is the rest of the party
Nothing.
doing?
I'm heading back up to the uptown.
All right,
Uptown Funk
do so,
Dunk
Weave.
Dunk.
Let's head you back up to the Naos.
I'll go with you, Weave, just because, like I said, we shouldn't be alone.
I am keeping my distance until I'm well away from the rest of the anchor. I do not want to look like I'm in a party with this man.
Fair enough.
Who wants to fight me?
So the two of you, Weave and Bear, head off back to the upper district. What's Osmerding doing?
I'm looking for the shucked oyster.
The what? The
Another place we
oyster?
made up. Another thing we breathed into existence.
You gave him too much power.
All
I'm
right,
making
all right,
the
all right.
taverns.
Here's what I got. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to roll me a D100. You want to roll high.
Oh, nope.
So you want the good news or the bad news?
Find an
first?
empty lot.
Just tell me.
All right. So the good news is you find the shucked oyster. The bad news is it's been condemned due to rats of unusual size inside
Rodents
of it.
Oyster
of the
poisoning.
universe.
Yeah, oyster poisoning, and it's not due to be open for another week or two, as for magical cleaning, as it were. Yeah,
More ways than one. Magical.
real shame.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. But I'd like to follow Weave and Bear as you head back towards Naos and the upper districts. What are y'all doing?
So Sumi got some orders a while ago. And Sumi's orders were to sneak back into the house. Not into the house, but into the shed specifically. And Sumi had that blanket. Sumi was going to return there and move all of the remains of the housekeeper into the blanket and bundle it up and get it back to me. So once I get back up to the upper district, I'm going to blow my cat whistle so that Sumi knows exactly where I am. And it's been so much time that I imagine Sumi's finished the task, even with her limited ability. You're muted, by the way, Wolf.
If that's what you want to do with
Done.
the blanket, I wouldn't have cared.
Done.
No one even had a blanket, so who cares?
Sumi's there.
Sumi returns to me with the bag. I tighten it up a little bit better so nothing's going to get out, and I put it in her bag of holding so that nobody sees a bloody blanket.
Yeah, you find her like right outside the wall of that manor, like in an alleyway. So she was like smart about it. She's a smart kitty.
And then I'm gonna head outside the city through the gate we came in and head just a little ways to like the tree line over here, outside the city.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna bother digging a hole or anything like that. I'm gonna just lay out the remains underneath a large tree, and I'm gonna use my wood shape again to kind of make the tree grow bigger and around it to kind of like make a tree grave for this person.
Done. I love it. That is perfect.
Go a little druidic inscription into the tree, kind of sanctifying it, and then I head back into town and start heading back to the Rusty Anchor to regroup with everyone.
Perfect. Red, you are left alone, I believe, with as Meriting headed off to look for the oyster. You are left alone. What is Red up to? Not Red. Durden. Dr. Durden. Old character. My bad.
Yeah, act a lot alike.
Very different, but oddly familiar.
Oddly familiar, yes. That's a great way to put it.
I am, I guess, hanging out here. They all left. I was chatting with the bartender, hanging out. Had a drink and turned around and everybody's gone. I am. I've looked behind the bar. Is there a lot of liquors? Is there ale? What does this place got?
Oh, it's got sailor's whiskey.
Like a lot of it?
Like that's what they've got.
Like they got.
You order
are
a
they
bourbon,
stocked?
you get a whiskey. You order rum, you get a whiskey. You order a beer, you get a whiskey.
How much does a bottle cost?
A full bottle?
Yeah.
5 copper.
Is that it? What? No.
It's
cheap.
Shit.
We ain't talking about Jack Daniels here.
They're probably like 5 copper.
Well, I gave her a gold, told her to keep the change. I'll pull out another gold and say, how much whiskey does this buy here?
More than enough. More than you'll be able to drink before you pass out, sailor.
I say, how a bottle? 2 bottles?
You give me that gold and you can drink to your heart's content.
I look in the room and I say, hey boys, we're all drinking on me tonight.
Oh, the whole group. gets really excited. Think of the crowd of this inn is just a smattering of old, rusty, barnacle-looking sailors, orcs, half-orcs, humans, even occasional elves that appear a little bit harder and more worn than your standard fanciful-looking elf, your high elf. They look gritty, just for lack of a better
what
word.
I'd like to for everybody, all the other party members to see is whenever they get back here, there is just the grandest party ever going on here.
So
I've pulled out gold and
Yeah.
told some younger individual to run out on the street and go and find somebody to play music. Bring some kind of bard, somebody with a guitar, somebody with an accordion. I tell them, here's a gold piece, go and find somebody. I know you're going to just try to take that gold piece and never come back here, but I got 2 more gold pieces if you do come back. That's 3 total gold pieces.
So by the time everyone gets back, the entire tavern is full to the brim with people, sailors, even some highbrow looking people, and everyone is singing a song, which I'm going to play and probably get copyright stricken for.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
And I just played a little bit for the audience, so there you go, guys. If I get copyright stricken, I'm sorry, but that was totally worth it. And it's just the whole tavern is just drunk.
Sing us the song, you
And way hey up, sure as this way up, sure as this way. You know it's not certain. I'll tell you something. Just for a red guy that's from the deep at the depths of the abyss, you're a fucking good guy. Okay, you're a fucking good guy. Okay, I don't care what the halfling green hair said about you. Okay, you're a good guy. All right. And you know what? What's in the past is in the past. We've all made mistakes, right? We've all made so many mistakes.
We've all burned down a village.
This old sailor with a peg leg just passes out in the bar with a clump. His drink spills over. Dr. Durden, give me 2 fortitude saves, please. 2 fortitude saves. Let's see how far to the winds you are. Let's see what's going on.
Defense is fortitude 1, 18. 2, 25.
You are like 10 drinks deep and feeling slightly buzzed.
I am moving around.
Fortitude of the gods.
I got my arms on other people's shoulders, walking around. We're clapping. We're playing music. I go up to the bar every so often and say, "Give us another bottle," and I start just pouring shots like super messily. Like we got like a whole bunch of glasses all over the place, and I just start pouring and moving around in a circle, filling up all the glasses. There's whiskey all over the bar. There's music playing. I'm trying to be the most like famous person in this place. I'll probably in the end of the night, I'll probably drop like 20, 30, 40 gold. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make this place amazing.
So you are approached partway through the evening.
At 5 copper a bottle, and you're spend 20 or 30 gold, man. There could be some drunk motherfucker coming out of that.
I after 10 drinks in, I'm not thinking straight anymore. I'm just having a blast.
About 1 a.m. in the morning, you are approached by a tiefling woman.
When does everybody else get back? At 1 a.m.?
Well, I'm just saying, like, they get back, and I assume they're ignoring you because that's what they said they were doing. Unless they want to join in, it's up to you guys.
I'm going to bed.
We're gonna be in bed.
You guys go to bed. So at about 1 a.m. in the morning, you need to give me another fort save, please.
Another one. All right. Let's see.
I'm only 3.5 feet tall, so I can't.
There we go. 20.
You're a little drunk at this point. You're a little drunk. It's been a lot. Even that abyssal fortitude starting to wear off a little bit.
When this woman approaches me, I'm sitting at a table clapping, and my tumor is standing on the table and it's dancing.
Oh.
And everybody loves it.
Oh.
It's got a little
And it's
top
making
hat
these
and
weird
cane.
squishy
Hello, my
noises.
baby. Hello,
Like,
my darling.
oh my god, like in frickin' Spaceballs, like, hello, my baby, hello, my darling, hello, my ragtime gal. Oh, that's so just that is a visceral scene, but I love it.
I need you to knit a little hat now.
Yeah, it's he's got a little hat, but a woman approaches the table, and she slides up next to the table, just almost as though she's walking on air. And as she gets there, all of the people that are with you, all of these old and some young looking sailors, even what looks to be a noble that somehow got dragged in here, and you can tell that his pockets are empty and his coin purses is gone, and but he doesn't care because he's drunk and having a good time. But she comes in and she gives the entire table a singular look, and all of the sailors, despite how drunk and out of sorts they are, get up, stumble away. And it's not a table, it's a booth that you're sitting in. It's kind of off to the back of the inn. And she slides in the table right opposite you. And she kind of leans back, very almost sultry in her appearance.
Nice horns. Flick.
And she says, I understand you're looking for a ship.
I mean, that was kind of a joke, but I mean, I'm all about making money.
Well, I happen to be looking for a doctor of sorts.
I'm definitely a doctor of sorts. That puts it one way.
She kind of like
I've bandaged one or two people.
reaches
All right,
forward
maybe
very
more.
slowly and grabs one of the glasses with one hand. The other hand reaches out and grabs the bottle. And she very, very slowly and very purposefully pours a little bit into it. Then sets it down, swirls a little bit, and then just in a single gulp knocks it back. And she says, and what's your name then, Doctor of Sorts?
Well, they used to call me Darkvale when I was here, but I kind of let go of that name. You ever heard that one before, Darkvale?
Slow and methodical shake of her head back and forth.
But these days I go by Durden. That is, yeah.
Well,
But you can call me Desmond if you want.
well, Desmond. Then as she says it, her voice is like honey. Well, Desmond, I'm looking for a doctor of sorts to join my crew. And if you're interested, we are leaving port first thing in the morning.
Why do you clear the room? I mean, I'm pretty good at that too. But like, why is everybody afraid? That you have to answer that one for me. Like they all took a look at you and I mean you're on fire, but like they all like kind of scattered like roaches.
Respect, Dr. Durden.
Hmm.
Simple, unquestioning respect.
Tail coyly flicking behind her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You absolutely got it, Jester. You absolutely got that. That is exactly right.
Hey, Joffrey, that's enough. That's enough. Get over here.
Joffrey's over there like just making very inappropriate gestures. She's ignoring him.
Well, I'm here with a group of people, and I'm their doctor, so I'd
And
have to discuss that.
are you and your group of people staying this evening, Desmond?
He's really wanting to take us into Sokola shackles.
I want to look at her, and funny enough,
You want to roll a knowledge local if you have it? I'll allow it.
Okay.
Sense
I'll
motive
do,
might also be helpful.
Sense motive is good.
I don't have knowledge local, but I mean I can roll it. I also have sense motive,
Yeah, sense
but
motive.
because I've been betrayed most of my life, I roll with disadvantage on sense motive.
Oh,
It Wait, disadvantage. What is this? 5e?
Well, it's fantastic. In the Discord, I'm burning things. That's so good. It's exactly what I was going for.
It's a what is it called? It's a bane, or it's
A drawback.
a drawback that I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't understand that, it says in the rules for that I roll 2 dice and take the lower of the 2.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
Some people call that
Hmm.
disadvantage. Yeah, I'll roll a sense motive, and we'll see where that goes. So here's 2 of them. There we go,
Oh,
a 6.
This tiefling in front of you, she's very pretty, and I'll leave it at that. And she seems very interested in you, Desmond. You can do with that as you see fit. I'm not going to force your character to feel any particular way, but that's what your character is noticing in this moment.
Look like somebody's about to get a new character.
What did we?
Well, like I said, they definitely need a doctor. I do all the healing for the group and make sure everybody's
of course.
super
no,
like
no,
well
no, no, no,
and
don't
all that.
believe
So
me, Desmond. I
Uh.
understand if you're not up to the task, but if you're interested, you can find my ship. It's the one with the red hull and the black sails, called the Lucifer.
so if we if we join you on this ship, that I can already see them. They're going to say no, but how can I? Is there room for a bunch of people, or is it just me?
She gives you a little up and down and says, "Well, if you can guarantee you'll be there, I can make room."
Oh.
And she is going to stand up. And as she stands up, she pivots. There's a man behind her that almost bumps into her, then stops and says, "Oh, sorry, Lady Dunley. Forgive me. Don't mean to make you mad. Dunley, mad Lucifer. Sorry. Yes." And she says, "Out of my way, scum." And then just saunters like Moses parting the Red Sea through that bar.
Imagine instead of like placing her hand on his and like pulling it off, she like uses her tail and wraps it around his wrist for a second, and then walks away and kind of
as
lets
she's
it
turned
unravel.
away, and then just exits out of the tavern. Beautifully stated, Jester. Absolutely correct. And then she is gone. And then the party commences and resumes.
I look to my shoulder and say, I know, Joffrey, I really like her too.
turned into a horse.
Choice is
Joffrey
options.
makes weird tumor noises. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know what the
Blorble,
blorble, blorble, blorble.
One of our familiar abilities is we can verbally talk to each other. Only we know the language, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not
special.
going to translate for everyone. I'm just going to make weird, aqua blurble noises, and then you can interpret it as you see fit, Dr. Durden.
We have a special relationship. Me and my tumor.
Yeah.
Sounds like Murloc.
Before I'm completely unable to walk, I'll stumble up to my room and get inside there and lock the door.
And as the evening comes to a close, we zoom out of the tavern, and somewhere in the harbor is this very enticing looking ship with a red hull and black sails, labeled the Lucifer, the Mad Lucifer. But anyway, dawn breaks, and you all awaken, and Durden is hungover. That's a thing. But the rest of you feel pretty good. For a seedy dockside tavern, it's actually pretty nice, all things considered. For a seedy dockside tavern, it's actually pretty nice. And yeah, that is a wall of text. Lights fantastic.
Just later for later.
And I will read it at some point. But
Yeah.
that is a wall of text, my good man.
Would like
I
to.
think
you guys
it would be
awaken,
really cool.
come downstairs, you get some breakfast. It's nothing fancy. It's like some mutton and like a cup of coffee. It's not very good coffee. It's slightly burned. But they do have cream, like fresh cream, which is pretty good. So it makes it like at least palatable, as it were. But yeah, you all sit down at the bar or at one of the tables in the bar. There's a lot of hungover, drunk, like still drunk people too. A couple of folks singing a couple sea shanties in the corner, but really, really passively, like, yo, and what's the words again? Is up she crises? No, that's not right. And then things of that nature, and it's just back and forth. But yeah, you guys all meet together, and
Billy
what do you guys wanna do?
So
I'm not going to go to the
someone-
bar part. I'm going to go to the grill part.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we all are, I assume.
Yeah, you're at the grill part right now.
You're okay.
Bar, grill, and in.
Dr. Durden looks completely rested. He has zero hangover because he consumes some alchemist kindness, which eliminates hangovers. That's all it does.
I guess.
And walks down the stairs neatly, nicely dressed. And yeah, like that. There's a pirate ship out there.
Made quite the noise last night, Doctor.
I did. Hey, I got us a probably a worthwhile endeavor. There's definitely this tiefling woman who's super amazing, and she said we could all jump aboard her ship and be pirates. Yep.
Pirates.
No, thank you.
I mean, I told you guys were gonna say no, and then I was gonna be like, I bet you they'll say no, and then they'll be like, yeah, we'll show you, and then we're all gonna be pirates. That's what I told her. I told her you guys were gonna be like, oh no, and then I was gonna be like, you guys are ninnies, and then we'd all be pirates.
No.
So
No, I'm not going to become a pirate.
Float plate doesn't float well.
again, you don't have to wear it.
There's like a little version of her, like an NPC of her. There's a little quest marker above her head. It's like, click here for her Skull and Shackles adventure.
No.
All right, so we're not
No.
playing Skull and Shackles. We are playing Rise of the Runelords, but please continue.
Heal yourself
Alright.
up there, Dr. Durden.
Yeah, I had enough feeling to make sure everyone was well.
I get my spells back.
Well, I guess
Alright,
we're not
alright,
doing
alright.
that late night.
No, I guess we're gonna have to go pretend to be lumberjacks. I'm okay.
How much funds would you like for me to subtract from my myself there? Good old GM.
D100.
14
Ooh,
14
14 gold. All right, I can do that.
that's a lot of gold for 5
For a fun
copper
night.
whiskey.
That's
Oh
For
no,
five
there
copper
were
He was
whiskey.
also
bets going
paying
on.
people to sing and stuff. Like it was a whole event.
He like threw a like a festival. Like it was a whole thing. Like
Like,
it,
if people-
it
if people-
spilled out and became a street party. Like
If people don't
yeah.
know my name all over the dockway, they know the doctor is back.
Yeah. Doctor's back in town. Yeah, the doctor's back in town. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. Yep. Yeah, people, you hear the good doctor whispered in the streets as like the guy. He's the man about town. Yeah. He lit the town on fire last night.
Definitely not trying to
Real shame about that one building that burned down. But anyway, I digress. So, you have a 7 sawmills to potentially go and investigate here. I'm curious, do you want to make a beeline to that direction, or would you like to stop by and check out the Skull and Shackles quest marker?
No.
No, we'll just make a beeline towards that district.
Make a beeline towards that district. So we are going to pivot you all down to the small island that exists between Ordelia and the Beacon's Point and Keystone. And there's a tinier little island right here. And then the actual sawmill. And the sawmill is, well, it's located kind of at the little mouth of this river, the Yondebank River. And I'm going to pivot you over to the 7 sawmills. And we're going to zoom out a little bit. But you guys will arrive at the 7 sawmills. And the 7 sawmills, it is functioning, it is operating, but the doors are shut. It appears most of what happens inside of there is internal, but you hear some like large saws moving. You can hear logs being split. And I'm curious, how would you like to approach? What would you like to do?
So this is the 7 Sawmills Island. There's 7 sawmills on the island, and this is one of the 7 sawmills.
No, this is the 7 sawmills. This is the name of the sawmill. Is the Seven Sawmill?
There's a whole bunch of sawmills.
Well, there's a
on the
bunch of them
island.
on there. This one happens to be the
This is
Seven
just what this
Seven
one's
Sawmill.
called.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish we would have come here at night, but
We're just
Well,
checking it out. We're not having to go into.
Someone was having a party at the time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
well, you
Oh.
guys all left and left me in the tavern. I mean, what am
We
I supposed to
came
do?
back pretty quickly.
I was looking out for, a place I heard about.
Who's that?
Just a guy. Looks maybe like a guard or a worker. He's got like an axe over his shoulder, and he's just kind of looking out over the water, very lazily standing there, just doing his thing.
I was
How's
What's
just,
the island called that we're on?
or,
It's called the Seven Sawmills, I think.
no, the island is.
No,
It does have a name.
I
I'll tell
can't
you the name.
Think of the name. If you
I'll
find
pull it up.
Patrick,
I'll pull it up
I
here.
would love you for it. Thank you.
Khyber's Island.
Khyber's
Islet.
Island. Thank you. Yep, Khyber's Island.
Hey, do you guys want to do some like sneaky shit and try to get in there?
No, it's daytime. We just gonna.
No, I
walk
mean, like-
around.
Bear hits the
Some like
wooden
scandalous stuff.
platform.
No.
There is a creaking noise as each board, and you're wearing full plate. So the man spins around and says, well, hello there. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to your boss.
Okay. And who are you?
Bear.
Right. Well, the justice is busy currently, so if you want to come back a later time, you're welcome to do so. But
We have an appointment.
no, you don't,
How do you know? You're not psychic.
because I.
You wouldn't come to the sawmill if you had an appointment.
Well, actually, that's exactly what he says. I mean, you wouldn't come to the sawmill for an appointment. He has an office.
Ask about the
It
magistrate.
involves sensitive
Ask him
matters
what-
that they told us to come here.
Ask what the magistrate's name is.
Right.
Just-
Why don't you and your horned friend and the child, why don't all of you bugger off?
What child? There's no child over there.
I'm gonna do like a look left and right to make sure no one's looking, and I'm gonna kind of like pull the amulet out from under my shirt. Like, it's important.
He looks at the symbol. I'm sure it is. Bugger off.
I'd like to watch this conversation go on the entire time.
Fucking
And,
tourists, you hear him
I'm
say
going
as you pivot away and walk.
No, whoa.
I'm going to. I'd like to watch that conversation go on, and then I pull down the stalker's mask, and I would like to take on the form of that guard.
Perfect.
I look
Ooh.
identical to him now.
That is uncomfortable for everyone involved. So you turned Bear, and now you're threatening him. Go for it.
What the hell did you call me? I'll drown you in the sewer
He
right now.
spins around, looks at you, and says, "Oh, and now we're off making threats. Why don't I just call the town guard and kick the would-be city folk out of the town? All right, you're not from here, and you're not welcome here. So fuck off and go back to whatever podunk village you're from."
I look back to Durden for a second and like do a little nod.
What
you
the
nod
hell?
back?
And he
I,
looks over at Durden, seeing himself for a moment, and he's like,
I
"What
walk,
the
and then
fuck is going on here?"
he sees me for just a second, and then I walk around the corner looking for a door.
So that stairwell
I-
leads down. You're on the main floor. There's a lower level where the actual water wheels are. So that
Okay.
stairwell leads down, and then there's a double doors around the corner that lead into the first floor.
I'm gonna charge him.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
this is happening. Let's roll for initiative.
He insulted me.
Oh, God.
What happens when you have a cleric of Gorum as your
Fun.
No one calls me a tourist.
hey jester?
It's like the
In our
least-
Wrath of the Righteous game, I stabbed a demon lord,
Yeah, that
not
was the
knowing
thing.
she was a demon lord. That was almost fun.
Yeah, you
It was
guys-
heavily implied that she was not to be trifled with.
And I trifled with her.
I did heavily imply that she was not to be trifled with.
I did it anyway.
I don't know how much more I could have heavily implied it, but I did heavily imply it. All
It
right.
was-
So this is going to be a thing. Yeah, so I guess we're dropping into combat as you guys go to murder Hobo, this guy that's
I
just
don't-
doing his job.
I do not lump everyone together here.
Yeah, this time I think he's kind of on his own. Let's
And
see how
as you
bad it
charge him,
gets.
he screams, "What in the Sam hell?" And you're gonna charge him. And I guess let me roll for.
He's a level 1 lumberjack NPC. He has 2 HP.
Just trying to do his job.
He's about to go over the side. Ooh.
Oh.
See,
All right. Well, you charge him because he wasn't expecting you to charge him, so that's a thing. Go for it.
Robert.
so
Robert
as
the guard.
I get up to him, and as I'm about to swing, I stomp the ground and it shakes a little bit as I bring the sword up to a little uppercut. This is non-lethal damage, and I do not have flaming turned on my sword.
Those famous non-lethal swords.
So
You smack him in the side of the head, and he, like shakes from left to right, his jaw snapping. And as he turns, blood pours out from his mouth, and he looks at you and he says, "You son of a bitch!" And he's gonna take his axe from his shoulder, flip it around, and bring it down on you.
He's lucky I was doing non-lethal.
And Osmeriting, are you doing anything?
I didn't see anything. I'm back here behind this thing.
Well, Robert the Guard is going to attack you, and he is dealing lethal damage.
Ooh, lethal.
22.
That hits.
Okay. Second attack.
Yeah, this
Oh,
guy
shit.
isn't no NPC. Plus 15 to hit.
Oh shit.
28.
22 hits, so yes, the 20 does also hit.
Do you cry out or anything?
With
Ow.
power attack.
No cleric of Gorm would cry out for help. Come on.
Also, we're trying not to alert everybody in this is that
We're not trying to alert
Yeah.
everyone. Is that what we're doing now?
31 damage
that's what I'm
from
doing.
2 attacks. And he shouts, "Guards! Guards! There's a madman! A crazy person! He's attacking me! Guards! Guards!" He's just shouting and screaming at you. And Bear, you're up next.
Now I look around the corner. Oh shit.
Well, this guy needs to kindly shut up.
I don't have the silence spell.
No, I got the silence spell. It's called my sword.
Wish I knew silence.
Can we
This
call
is-
your sword silence?
This is not non-lethal. This is regular damage.
All right. With fire involved?
Yes.
All right. He's still standing, but he ain't happy. Desmond, you're up next.
I would like to kind of sneak on down those stairs, I guess,
Yeah.
and find this entrance that you're talking
There's
about.
a doorway right there.
All right. I'd like to try to sneak on in.
All right, go ahead and you go to check the door. The doorway is locked.
What the shit? All right.
What the hell? A place of business is locked? I don't like
It's
it.
daytime.
They don't want
right.
vagrants and tourists wandering
You
into
said-
their area.
And do we know any of other doors? What was it? These ones over
There are
here?
double doors over here. Yeah.
All right. Well, what was that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? I run my happy butt back up the stairs as far as I can go, which is probably right there, right? 30.
Love it. All right, next up is Weave.
Weave is going to naively assume that her party isn't just murdering somebody and that they're creating a distraction. And Weave is going to beast shape into, what do I have here? Like a squid, I think would be my animal. Octopus. I'm going to beast shape into an octopus and jump into the water. And I have actually pretty good movement. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna kind of go under the building and I'm gonna like ride one of the wheels up to get into the sawmill to kind of see what's inside.
Love it. So I'm going to actually pivot you over to a little bit of a different map where you are going to pop up into the sawmill and you're going to pivot off to the left-hand side here and you're going to pop up right over here where you are going to see 3 what appear to be workers who are drawing these weird Skinsaw looking masks over their faces and preparing to head towards this door right there. And they don't seem to notice you as you pop in, all octopusy.
Great. That's awesome. I love that. That's good news.
I love that James Bond movie.
It was
Octopusy.
one of the worst ones.
That's my entire turn, though. That's my
All right.
standard action to transform and then move.
All right.
Or if that's the same door that I'm
And
standing next to.
Sumi is up next. She is a kitty.
Sumi's last orders were just to kind of chill by the riverbank here, so she's just on kind of sentry
She's
mode
chilling by the
here.
riverbank, and I need Dr. Bear to roll me a D100 and tell me high or low.
High is always good for me, so
Cool. You hear what sounds like some armor-clad feet moving in this direction. And you hear, someone call for the gods! Someone called for the gods!
yeah, he hit me.
The town's guard is approaching at this point. Osmerding, you're up next.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
I have no idea what to do. I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to draw my robe around me. And stealth, so that's a 45.
Yep. You are hiding in the shadow
Wow.
of this building.
I'm underneath this little area down here.
All right, Robert the Guard is going to bring his axe up with both hands again and go for another attack. That is a swing and a miss. His second attack is a 22.
That is my AC on the dot.
All right. He brings the axe down for 14 additional points of damage, and he says, "You bastard! Bastard guards! 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 He's a crazy person!" And appearing on the field at this point are, you guessed it, a couple of Magnamarian guards. 2 of them, to be exact. And they're like, what the hell is going on? He's attacking Robert! Oh, that guy was 2 days from retirement! And they're just like screaming and whatnot. And yeah, they are going to... They're moving in to go and try to probably arrest you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add Guard 1 and Guard 2. But next up is Bear.
How worse for wear does this guy look at this point?
Like he's about to die. He's bleeding profusely. He's partially on fire.
Good.
Do it.
He shouldn't have insulted me.
New character time.
Wow.
No, yeah, Robert.
For him. For Robert.
So, I'd like you to describe in the most visceral way you can how you kill this man.
So I feel, so I bring the sword up because I like to do little uppercut motions, and I bring it up like diagonal, so like it kind of like hits him like right above the hip, and goes up through his neck.
And he blood splatters all over you as he spills back over the edge of this platform, this balcony, and spills into the water. And the 2 guards say, "My avatars! And oh my God! He killed him! Sound the alarm! There's a murderer! There's a murderer! Sound the alarm!" And they're gonna move in towards you, and I'm gonna roll their initiatives in, but they are drawing bows at this point and look like they are ready to take some shots at you. Guard 1 is actually up next, and he's gonna move to here, and he draws back on his bow and goes to take a shot at you for 25. That's 5 damage to you. Dr. Desmond, you're up next.
Don't know what to do here.
I know exactly what to do.
Bombs, bombs. Yeah.
We're about to have to leave the city.
I travel up the stairs, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Osmeridian, give me a perception check. Dr. Durden, give me a perception check.
Perception check. Skills.
Yeah, I'm hiding underneath the thing.
Oz is just like head in his hands, just like panicking.
Hey, Dr. Desmond,
I see all of
running
it.
down the street, you see nearly a dozen guards making their way towards
Told you, Bear. We're gonna go. Where's Bear?
It's like
Bear's
the
gonna be in
entire
jail.
like patrol of this area has been called. They heard the screaming.
Everyone on the island.
is like running towards this. And they're staggered a bit, but you see about 10 guards moving their way towards you guys.
Let's see.
By the gods, you decided just to murder a guy. Oh my lord, Finance.
He shouldn't have freaking.
I love it. I love that you leaned into it, man.
I'm standing at the top of the stairs, and I'm going to hold, I guess.
The guard that hasn't
And
shot
wait.
yet points at you and says, "You on the floor, hands where we can see him."
Well, he looks like a guard or one of the workers currently.
I look like
Looks like the
Robert.
guy that was just cut in half.
He shouts at you, "You on the floor, hands where you can see him."
All right. I kind of start squatting down.
It's as though he's not really looking at you, and he doesn't notice you at first. And then he is going to move over to Weave. Weave, you're an octopus, and you are in the lower level, and you can barely hear the shouting from upstairs.
Did Durden get his whole turn there?
He did.
Okay.
He's holding an
I
action.
thought he just moved.
He moved and he's
Oh,
holding
okay.
an action.
All right. I'm gonna just ride the water wheel back around.
And you
I
appear
kind of want
back.
to pop out. On the other side. I want to kind of like climb up one of the poles and reach one of my little tentacles around
You see a
and
body.
touch.
You see a body.
Yeah. I kind of want to reach one of my tentacles around and touch Bear and cast Cure Serious Wounds on him. Actually,
The
Yes.
3d8 one.
I'm gonna do Cure Moderate Wounds. I don't know how hurt he is.
I'm really hurt.
Well, I know how hurt Jasper, know how hurt you are. But I just imagined you were in a fist fight up until I saw the dead body.
I'm at less than half.
So I'm casting Cure Moderate Wounds. I need to use my Place Magic. Oh, here. Place Magic to increase the healing. A little bit. There you go. Get 18 health.
Well, thank you.
Lord have mercy. The other guy's gonna draw back on his bow and says, "You drop to the floor. Hands where we can see him." Does Bear drop to the floor and put his hands where they can see him?
No.
Well, then you're getting shot.
Oh God. Bye, Bear.
26.
Nice knowing you.
7. Oh my God. 17
Wow.
damage.
Okay.
And Sumi is up next.
Sumi has her last orders to just hold, so she's just kind of watching.
Meriting, you're up next.
I don't know what's going on.
Head in the sand.
That's it. I don't know what's going on.
Bear, you're up next.
All right.
Is that with the 18 health? That doesn't seem right.
All right.
Oh, because you took the 17 damage. Yeah, right.
I will cast a spell. One second. I need to double check to make sure this is
Mother of
actually.
gods. Hey, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna play some Rise of the Runelords, do a little investigation, maybe get press ganged into Skull and Shackles, and we're murdering people.
Hey, listen, they started it.
Did he?
Yes.
Did he, Bear? I don't
He said-
know. Words aren't sword. That's all I'm saying.
The pen
Words
is mightier
aren't
than the sword.
This case,
Should
I
have broke
think-
out some pens then, eh?
Yeah, we should have broken out some pens. There it is. That is. true.
I will cast the good old deadly juggernaut.
Fair enough. What else would you like to do? You have a move action.
I will move behind here and let them come closer.
Cool. This guard here is gonna be... He's on the other side! Form a line! Wait for the other guards! And they wait, and another 5 guards appear over here. I'm gonna roll them into the initiative.
Some Bonnie and Clyde shit going on.
There's a clown car just off screen that guards keep coming out of.
Well. And yeah, so there's a couple of
Oh,
guards.
Wolf, don't forget the weird masked people that might be coming out of the basement.
I'm not. They hear guards shouting, and you watched as they just all looked at each other like, well, let's let the City Watch do what the City Watch does best.
All right.
But this guard here, he's going to move over, and he is going to attempt to shackle Dr. Durden, who looks like Robert right now, but he is face down. Do you resist?
Fucking A. Yeah, I'm gonna resist.
Oh, dude.
Dr. Durden's a homie.
I've already been kicked out of this town once.
We've got bail money.
I can't go to jail again.
We've got bail money.
I can't be put in prison again!
I ain't
take me
going
alive.
I
back.
ain't going back.
I ain't going back.
So how does that work? So can I take my turn now that I was holding, or
yeah, you can
or
just
what?
take your full round, or take your standard action. Not your full round, but you can take the standard action.
So I'm standing on the same floor as him,
Pocket
right?
sand.
I'm not like down a flight, or
Maybe
like
we will
what's the
end up playing
situation?
Skull and Shackles.
No. We will survive. Or I'll survive.
Am I on the same floor as him
Yeah,
right now?
you're at the same level.
All right.
Christ.
All right. Let me think this through really quick. All right. You said I get my full turn. Then
A standard
no, you get a
action.
standard action because you're ready to
standard-
action. You get a standard,
standard
action.
action.
Dr. Durden.
okay. Does Joffrey get a standard action?
No,
No.
no.
Pakistan. Just throw a bomb at him. Do it.
I look at this guy and I'm like, I pretend to be Robert. And I say, I'm just working here.
Wait, Robert, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Robert.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's Robert? I just saw Robert get killed. Hi, Robert's right here. And the guards all seem a little confused in this moment, and the tension is slightly broken, and the guy stops trying to manacle you at this point.
I drink something back. Like the sun is so bad, and I drink a mutagen. This is a dexterity one, so I don't hulk out and look all crazy. I just start kind of twitching a little bit, and almost like hastiness.
Get all sinewy and stuff.
We thought we heard you screaming, Robert. What the hell's going on here?
I don't know. I think he went that way. Point around that corner.
And that guard's
to
going to
the
ignore
right
you.
or left.
It's just going to instead move around the corner. This guard here is also going to move up and rounds the corner saying, he's over here! He's hiding on this other side! It's now your actual turn, Dr. Durden.
God.
All I'm
Alright.
saying is you don't have to go down with the ship. No
With the
skull
bear.
and shackle pun intended.
with the ship, with the bear ship. Man.
That guard screams at you, Bear. Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon and surrender!
No.
Fair enough.
I don't think so.
No,
Um,
do that.
It's
I don't think clerics of Gorham would do that. True to character. Bye bye.
on my turn. All right. So I've already got the mutagen going. Let's see.
Your dad's gonna be so upset. That's a second father's heart that I'll have broken this campaign.
That's you assuming that you kill her.
I would like to use alchemical allocation. So I'm gonna
Guards have like a +10 to damage.
knock that off, and then I am going to He's just there. Everybody just sees him. He's just there. He looks kind of nervous and he's kind of a little crouched down. And I'm just swigging back stuff there. So let's
that
throw
old Robert,
on-
he always was a bit of an alcoholic.
let's throw. What does this one do? Hold on. Sorry. Notes. Hold on. I'm trying to look at this.
So these guards have like longbows, and what's their melee weapon?
They all appear to be wielding long swords.
Okay.
Compensating for something?
Here,
And-
give me. I need to look one thing up real quick, and there we go. And I just want to see the duration of this. 1 minute per level. All right, that works. I use alchemical allocation to chug or not chug, but a shield spell
Oz,
that I spit back into the bottle.
Weave and Dr. Durden, you notice that there is a group of citizens that are gathering too and watching what's going on. I heard there's a crazy person. Yeah, he just murdered Robert. Oh man, that guy was awesome. Yeah, I used to
Bit of an
volunteer down at
alcoholic,
the
though.
orphanage. What a shame.
Wait,
getting-
what'd you say you did?
Used to volunteer down at the orphanage.
Oh,
I'm getting
Bit
further.
of an alcoholic,
underneath.
though.
Bit of an
I'm getting
alcoholic, though.
further
Yeah, he had a bit of
underneath
temper.
this area.
Who do you think
I'm-
started? I don't know, but this guy's not surrendering. Oh wow, it's like a Bonnie and Clyde situation. Anyway,
minus the body.
Who?
minus the Bonnie and
How
the Clyde.
what kind of armor are these guys wearing? I'm
Chainmail.
chainmail. Okay. And I mean, do they look like sturdy foes?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
they like
They got
like,
character
it-
levels.
okay? I'm trying to figure, you know,
Jester.
are these people like people I could easily take down, or do they look like a bomb? Do they look like they could handle one?
Yes.
So like 2 bombs though. Do they look like they'd handle 2? I'm just kidding.
Oh
All right,
my God, man.
I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna drink that potion and spit it back in the bottle, and that's my turn.
All right. And
So I'm under the effects of mutagen and shield.
Weave, you are an octopus. You see the chaos before you. What do you do?
I'm only getting like half of it because I'm down in the water, basically. Just like looking up with the ledger. I'm going-
Surrender! No!
I'm going to wrap a little tentacle around this guy who has a giant sword down his midsection, and I'm just going to swim away with him off the map. I'm
Yep.
taking this body away, swimming
Away.
down upstream, I
All
guess.
right. This guard here is going to maneuver over next to his friend. This guard here is also gonna move up to here, maneuvering. Sumi is a kitty. Osmeriting, you're still hiding underneath the balcony. What do you do?
I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna
This
find a
guard
nice
here
little.
is
find a
going
nice
to
little
maneuver up to
nook.
here. Bear, it is your turn.
Perfect. Target-rich environment at its finest.
Oh God.
I love
Um,
the smell of pulse munitions in the morning.
Oh, I'm looking at all these guys too. Don't worry.
All right. I will do something I haven't done yet because I just got the feat for it. I will do a small chant to Gorham as my sword is wreathed in some black energy as I go to channel smite because I picked up versatile channel this level, so I can actually do that now.
Are you not a warlock?
So you're channeling smite?
No, I'm doing channeled smite. It's the thing that clerics can do that adds their channel energy to their attack.
Right, but it harms as channel energy would. So you're channeling positive energy into your
No.
attack?
So I took versatile channel because I'm a neutral cleric. So it lets me do the other type,
He can do
but
both.
at -1 dice.
I just want to state to the group that I don't condone any of this. All right. I just want.
But
I want it to
now
be-
you don't.
I from the beginning I didn't condone any of this. All right. You are literally murder hoboing at its finest, and Look, you might survive, but holy shit, man.
I won't come back to the town.
Fair enough.
right.
All right, Bear, go for it. Yeah, that's 23 damage to him.
He also needs to make a will save to half the 7 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You literally cut this guy open, and the guards all go, "Holy shit! Oh my god, they killed Jimmy! No quarter! No quarter! Bring him down! Bring him
So-
down!"
Now I have a good old feat called Cleaving Finish.
Oh god, he keeps on going.
It's only one more time against this guy.
Oops, all murders.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Oh, yeah, it was the guy-
fuck.
Potato.
It was,
Go.
well, it
Potato.
was the guy in the corner, not that guy.
Wow, you just killed 2 guards. So that's a thing. And, yeah, these guards are dead. And, I'm just gonna add a couple more that appear here. Get them rolled into the initiative.
You aren't gonna win this.
Deadly Juggernaut is building up, and that's a really good spell when you kill things.
Just go ahead and roll some initiatives here. These other guards are like, "There's a madman! He's got magic! Bring him down! He just killed 2 guards! No quarter! We want to arrest him!"
No cord or
No quarter.
Cord. Oh shit! I have to destroy now.
Alright, there. Next up is this guy, who is going to, you know what? Yeah, he'll provoke. Fuck it. He's moving in. You know, he's actually going to try to acrobatics. Probably not going to succeed. 27
Probably not.
acrobatics.
he has to roll. Yeah, he barely beat it.
Cool. He's going to maneuver over to here. In fact, he had enough movement to get around behind you. But he's flanking, and he's going to swing on you. 16 is a miss. Dr. Desmond, you're up next.
I know this is not 5e, and it questions me. But how many like spells can you have stacked on yourself? I mean, there's no like, and in 5e you can only concentrate on one spell at a time. Kind
No,
of thing.
you can do as many as you want as long as
You
it's
can
not
just
a
go
concentration.
nutso, right? All right.
Yeah, you
cool.
can buff yourself up.
Yeah, certain spells have a concentration, and
it'll
those you
tell
can
you.
only do one time.
Concentration
Like,
is actually hard in Pathfinder, but it's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
very-
easy in 5e.
Okay.
You can't cast other spells while concentrating, even for instance.
All right. Quick question then. So if I drink something else and it changes my, it changes. If I cast fly on myself,
You'll be fine.
You're fine.
I'll
you
be
can do
fine.
that.
I still like Robert.
Yeah, they're not threatening you. They think you might be Robert at this point.
Once you start flying, though.
Once
What's
once
going on
Robert
with
starts
Robert?
flying.
He's ascending.
All
It's a
right.
spirit.
Shit. What
So that-
else?
The only thing you can't do is if you cast another polymorph spell, you stop looking like Robert.
Yeah. All right, gotcha. All right. Man, you're putting me between
You don't have to fight.
a bear and a hard place.
Favorite life?
I'm waiting for more of these guys to get in the right position, I think. I'm not sure what else I do here. I'm gonna hold my turn, I guess.
Weave,
Like-
you are swing away at this point. Out of
Yeah,
combat.
I'm off the map with the body.
Cool.
And Simmy's not gonna do anything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah. This one's gonna move in. This guy here is going to swing on Bear. 30.
That
Damn.
hits
Also a possible crit.
on an 18.
Yep.
Yep.
With the +2 for flanking, that hits.
Like a scimitar or a
I thought they had log swords.
Yeah, they have improved critical. The town's guard, Magmar, don't fuck around, man. 2d8. 2d8 plus 10. No, wait. 2d8 plus. Let's see here. So with this, they have less attacks. No, okay, so 2d8 plus. Yeah, 2d8 plus 10. 21 damage.
I take less than that.
This guard back here is going to draw back on his longbow. Take a pot shot at you. 19 is a miss. This guard here is going to draw back on his longbow.
I assume the amount of
What was
people
the miss?
between us.
Assuming he's
are-
doing nothing, this guard here will move up to here, draw back on his longbow, take a pot shot at you. 21 is a miss, I think?
Yeah, 22 is my AC.
As Meriting is waiting, this guard here is going to 5 foot up and will attempt an attack roll on you as well. 13 is a miss. This guard back here draws back on his longbow. 13 is a miss. Draws back on his longbow. 29 is a hit.
Before my turn, I'll that action. I'll take it. I'll drink the I'll drink the extract of fly.
Okay.
So
Take
that is now
17
active.
damage, Bear.
I take less than that. I'm at a number of HP.
Yeah. This guard here is going to pivot over to here. Also draws back. 14 is a miss. Bear, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna, I'm gonna 5 foot down to here, and attempt a concentration check. I don't cast a spell, so I am unconscious.
And as Bear falls unconscious, and I want to say I'm sorry for this, but one of the guards takes his blade and shoves it through your neck. And Bear is
Yeah.
dead.
I didn't expect this many guards to come out in less than a minute.
Is that the guard that's after him or not? Because I'm gonna try to do something.
Yeah, it would be the guard after him.
Okay. Okay.
Christ, man.
Is there anything I can do to try to save him at all? Since my turn is next.
You
or
know
not?
what?
Well, I can't
You
get
tell
over
me.
there.
You tell me.
Um,
You got 3 hero points you're sitting on. You want to use them?
Okay. Man. On my turn, so I've got fly on myself right now. I need another turn. I didn't think that was going to happen that
Well,
fast.
one of the things that a hero point can do, since we are using hero points as written, is you can do something that normally wouldn't be allowed, but would involve a difficult check. That is one of the
Okay.
things you can use as a hero point. So, if you want to describe to me what you might want to do in this moment, I'm willing
All
to
right.
say
So,
maybe, but that's up
so
to you, man.
currently, right now, I have a 60-foot fly speed.
Okay.
I would like to use my 2nd level extract of invisibility.
Okay.
So I'm going to drink that. Suddenly, Robert disappears.
Oh! Witchcraft!
And Robert then would like to fly over to the area where Bear is at.
So that would be a standard and a move, but you could get over to him. And if you use another standard by using a hero point, which is something you can do, you could grab him and fly away with him. So they would just
that was
watch
my
him
plan.
levitate into the sky.
that
and
was my
technically,
plan.
rules as written, it wouldn't provoke a tax of opportunity because he's not the one moving. And Pathfinder rules are silly. So our last scene is an unconscious bear being lifted into the heavens, the guards all going, what the hell is happening? Where did Robert go?
So none of that breaks, right? None of that breaks invisibility,
And
right?
taking a couple of pot shots at you, but in the interest of allowing Bear to continue being a murder hobo, we're just gonna say that is the end of session 14. And what a fucking end. I don't know what to say right now.
We've had
I-
some
Man.
weird games the last week.
I don't.
Let me throw it out there, Bear.
I think everyone
was-
needs
I
to
was
have a
waiting.
sit down with Bear, or maybe Bear and Dr. Durden
No.
go off and play Skull and Shackles.
I
'cause
w-
I feel
I was-
like
I
that's
was-
a campaign more
I was-
suited for your guys.
I was waiting for these guys to
God.
get in the right position, and then I was gonna start doing projected 20-foot cones.
Yeah, it's that was a moment. Witness me! Yeah, that's so true, Patrick.
Their response time in Magmar is nuts.
Oh yeah, no, they actually, one of the things with Magnamar is guard response time. There is literally like the mayor's, like the way that he was elected mayor of the city was his whole platform was a guard on every corner.
That's a lot of corners.
They have a lot of guards.
Just
One of the,
imagine
some of the
when Ren-
lowest crime in all of Glorian in Magnamar, by the way. Lowest crime, yeah. Yeah, you
So-
overcook fish, straight to jail. Undercook fish, believe it or not, straight to jail. The whole thing, yeah. Late for a doctor's appointment, straight to jail. We have the
Yet
best-
also just
we have the
really,
best
really
patients in
high
all
levels of
Glorian.
corruption.
Yeah. It's also a den of corruption. But yeah,
Just imagine
with
a
that,
like
Woodland Reds
to-
carrying
I'd
away
like to-
Bear.
I'd like to carry Bear away just straight across the water. If they want to shoot arrows at me,
oh, they miss. They miss.
Just kind of like Red's just or Dr. Durden's just like lifting Bear by like the arms, by like the armpits. So he's kind of just like T posing across the water, just floating away because he's
Sure.
invisible, right? So it's just Bear by himself. Oh,
oh
The
my
cleric is
God.
just T-posing.
That literally just happened. Well,
Oh.
Bear's wanted in Magnamar now, so that's a thing. And we're gonna have to figure out how to go from here, because
Mhm.
that was an adventure.
we'll just disguise him. Good
You
to
know,
go.
You know,
Yeah, wear the mask.
you do have a mask you can wear to
That's
disguise
right.
him, but
You could also just walk
Wow.
around as a like the animal bear.
wow, I don't even know what to say. Even Luna doesn't know what to
Yeesh.
say. Luna's looking at me like, what the heck did those players just do? And I was like, it wasn't those players, it was only finance. And she goes, I've always questioned him. Also, I talked to my cat, but I digress. So, with that being said, yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, so great session, everybody. You guys can return to the inn, and I'm just saying, I do have all 6 chapters of Skull and Shackles, so I'm just
No,
throwing
you
it out
don't.
there if you guys decide we want to do a little side adventure and play a whole other AP. That would be hilarious. We do a whole other AP. You come back
in the
level
middle.
in the middle, come
Like,
back, finish
we come
Rise of the
back-
Lords as level 17 characters and just like crush everything. Like that would be amazing. But we're not gonna do that though.
We're looking for the 7 brothers.
We're looking for those 7 brothers. Well, you shut up and tell me what I want to know. Okay.
Just nuke the building.
They were here 2 years ago.
Yeah. They've actually retired, and the Runelords come back already, so he's risen. Actually, it is what it is. But no, thank you to all of our viewers for stopping in tonight, for watching. Thank you to the players for playing, and as I always say at the end of every session, happy gaming, everybody, and good murder hoboing to you and yours. But I digress. In the meantime, we will see everyone here next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for session 15. I don't even know what to expect, but we'll figure it out when we get there. And until then, be well and be safe, everybody. We will catch you next time.